Hey everyone, welcome to Board Game Informant. I'm Johnny,
I'm Eric.
and we're going to play Arkham Horror Living Card Game. So Eric's
Yeah, we're
pro,
going to
he's played like
play.
50 times.
I have played 52 games. How did you know?
It was a guess, but that was pretty good.
It was a good guess. Yeah, I
So,
tracked my plays. Hello.
so yeah,
Yeah, so we're supposed to have a third player here tonight. Adam, he is having a little difficulty with some power at his house. I guess like half the power in his house went out like 30 minutes ago, which was very convenient. But we decided that we just get started, and I'd play two-handed for a bit, and if he is able to hop in, then great, and he'll take over. He's going to be Carolyn Fern. He's Carolyn stuck over here on the left. I'm going to be playing Agnes Baker, and Johnny's playing Ashcan Pete. We are playing all net decks. I am playing a Witch and Her Shrink, like these decks by I don't know off the top of my head who the user was that made them, and I can't open a web browser right now, or my computer will be sad. So thanks to the creators of these decks. They look fun. I'm excited. I've never played Carolyn before. I don't think Johnny's ever played Ashcan, so it's going to be pretty noobness going on. I've also played only a couple of games on Tabletop Simulator. I think I got the hang of it now. Johnny has never played on here, right?
I have not, so
Okay.
bear
It's pretty
with me.
cool. I can walk you through the mechanics. Um, Let me
Yeah,
hop
my
in
plan is to
chat. We got
basically lean heavily on you, especially for a lot of the gameplay, because I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between different views and trying to show everything off as we play. So, yeah, should be fine.
cool. All right. Well, let's get started, shall we? I'm going to read through the campaign guide, like story introduction, because that stuff is fun.
Oh, that's one of the. I didn't set that view up.
That's okay. I'm going to read it. I have the paper in front of me right now, so
Oh, okay.
just going to read it from the book. Just also, so anyone else who is in here knows, I have played through this campaign before, so I'm not running in blind, but Johnny is, and so will Adam be. Actually, this is going to be Adam's first campaign ever, and he's missing the first chunk of it, which we feel bad about. But we want to basically didn't have the time to reset for new decks in a standalone or something. So the path to Carcosa. Have you seen the yellow sign? He mentioned the establishment of the dynasty in Carcosa, the lakes which connected Hastur, Aldebaran, and the mystery of the Hades. He spoke of Casilda and Camilla, and sounded the cloudy depths of Deme and the Lake of Hali. Robert W. Chambers, the repairer of reputations. So, just so you know, Johnny, in this campaign, there's a new keyword called hidden, and it basically means that when you draw that kind of card, you can't talk about it. It goes into your hand, and you are not allowed to tell your other investigators about it. Unfortunately, on Tabletop Simulator, we'll be able to see those. I think so. I think when you draw cards, they're public to everyone. But that shouldn't really matter so much. I think there might be a couple hidden encounter cards in this. If anyone in chat actually knows how to hide the cards you draw from other people, that might be useful. I think for like encounter cards, I think there's a way to set up like a box here. I don't know if you see my yellow hand down in your play area, Johnny.
Yeah.
I think you can set up like an obscuration box here, which when you click to draw an encounter card on here, it'll fall down. Yes, here it is. So if you go to in Tabletop Simulator, the third box down on the left, if you have all the games and objects and
Yep.
buttons up, the third one down that looks like a GPS. There's a hidden zone thing.
Yep.
You can create a hidden box over your discard.
Over the whole discard or just that one?
No, over just this box here.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And then just let go and leave it there. And that way, when you draw an encounter card, other people can't see it. Yeah. Only I can see it. For me, you can't see one in my area right now, right?
Hang on 1 second. Let me. Let's see. How do I get out of this? Oh,
Can you come over here?
yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how to get
Ooh.
my.
I see your box now.
There we go. Okay.
So you can't see a card in my area, right?
I cannot. I can see a big box.
Can you see some now?
Nope. Maybe if you
Can you
drop
see it? It's got to come out. There.
I can see it now. Yep.
There we go. So you can just click this discard button and it'll go up to the top. But so that's how we do the hidden stuff. Make those boxes. I think you can make them like smaller, but whatever. They're there. Fine. Moving on. That's the hidden stuff. There's also stuff called doubt and conviction in this campaign that will matter for the campaign, and you will come to see that. So, prologue. You turn over the folded program in your hand, reading it for what seems like the 100th time. Miskatonic Playhouse presents The King in Yellow, it reads. A special one-night engagement at Arkham's very own Ward Theatre. An irresistible drama in 2 acts. Production staged and directed by Nigel Engram. The cast is a small ensemble with unattributed credit at the end, The Stranger, with 1 unattributed credit. To have such a highly anticipated play come to Arkham, all the way from Paris, is a noteworthy event, even if it's just for one night. For weeks leading up to the show, it was the talk of the town. It seemed so unassuming, and yet you have evidence something sinister is at work. It started with the disappearance of one of the stagehands at the theater, a boy of only 17 who missed rehearsal one night and was never seen again. Then, less than 2 weeks before the performance, there was the musician whose corpse was found with a gun in its mouth. Perhaps the most chilling was the crazed man coppers had picked up in Independence Square who had been ranting and raving about the king's return. He was brought to Arkham Asylum, and you were surprised to discover that he was not alone in his delusions. Finding these events suspicious, you and your companions have delved deeper into the matter. Although no connection can be proven, these weren't the only strange events surrounding the up-and-coming play. Instances of suicide and madness have followed in its wake, and you were determined to discover why. The lights in the auditorium dim, and a spotlight shines on the stage. What unfolds is not quite what you had expected. Slow-paced and monotonous, the first act of The King in Yellow is a tedious bore. The setting and characters are compelling, but the meandering and nonsensical story does little to entertain or inform. You begin to wonder why the dreadful events surrounding The King in Yellow aren't connected after all. Whether they aren't connected after all. Perhaps it was just your overactive imagination. How could such a trivial and unassuming show cause such pandemonium? You're surprised when the first act closes without any rising action or revelation. The lights rise for intermission, and you consider leaving early, stifling a yawn. But you're able to, before you're able to decide, however, you find yourself drifting to sleep. We're going to proceed to Scenario 1, Curtain Call. You awaken with a start, as though shaken by an unseen force. You must have slept for quite some time, for there are only a few other patrons in the audience and no performers on stage. The lights are dimmed, and the stage curtains are tattered and ripped, though you do not remember that being the case during the first act. You wait a moment before you're sure this isn't part of the performance. As you wait, a foul but unrecognizable smell permeates the air. How long have you been asleep? Shaking off your drowsiness, you walk towards one of the seated patrons and ask him for the time, but he does not respond. It is then you realize that you are speaking to a corpse. So I think we've got everything set up here. Everything is kind of automatic in TTS, which is pretty sweet. We have one viewer. Hey, one viewer. Okay, so we're going to flip the theater.
Can let us know if audio's working out.
Yeah. Oh, no, it is, because I actually tuned in and heard myself talking before I turned the volume down like I usually do.
I should have checked before you read that whole thing anyways, but
we're pros. Okay. All right, so we've got the theater here. Must have been one hell of an intermission. That's where we start. Let's see. We should also read the agenda and act decks here.
Okay.
The theater is eerily silent. Agenda 1A, the third act. The old wooden floor creaks beneath your feet, and the light rain gently patters on the roof as you explore the auditorium. There are more rotting corpses among the seats, and the rest of the crowd has vanished. Act 1A, Awakening. You pinch yourself to see if you are dreaming, and sure enough, move your hand. I can't read it. Your skin stings and reddens. You take a few deep breaths and try to think rationally. Whatever is going on, you must explore the theater to learn the truth of the matter. So we have six Doom agenda and 3 per investigator clues. That's 9 clues that we need to advance. Curtain call. If you were to look in the chaos bag, you'd see that we have 3 skulls in this bag and no other tokens, which you can do by right-clicking up on the book up here that says chaos and do search. And so there's 3 skulls, a -4, -3, -2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, and a +1. And then, of course, the autofail and the mythos. This is standard difficulty. So the only thing that is really relevant is the skull, which is a -3 or a -1 or a -3 instead if you have 3 or more horror on you.
What's the where's the bag?
Where's the bag? It's this book.
That deck. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but when you draw, you just click on this black button down here, and it'll send down a -4 for you. And then you left click again, and it'll disappear. So you can draw, or if you need to draw more than one, you can right click, and it'll just keep spitting them out. And then you can left click to make them all disappear. It's pretty nice. Tabletop Simulator is pretty cool.
Get that right.
You will figure it out. There's no consequences. So we're at the theater. It's a 2-shroud location. There's no clues there. To say that the theater is in disarray would be a profound understatement. The walls and seats, previously polished to a shine, are cracked and caked with dirt. The curtains are tattered, and the set is stained with old blood. You aren't sure what's worse, the smell of rot or the nagging feeling that you've been asleep for a very long time. So, I refuse to be the lead investigator because I've played this, so it's you. So since we have no alternatives.
We'll have our third player. No.
Yeah, and so it'll be Adam.
Yeah. All right.
So Pete's going to be the lead.
Okay, we've got backstage and the lobby.
Let's draw our opening hands.
Okay.
Which you can do by hovering over your encounter deck and hitting 5. And see, like, you can see my hand, right? Yeah, I can see your hand too.
Let's see.
I guess you could draw a hidden box over that.
Oh.
If we really wanted. Hey, Adam.
Yeah. Hey.
You just missed the prologue. Are you down to play?
I am very interested in playing. I'm hoping this will work considering my current predicament.
Okay. We'll just join the whatever it's called on TTS, the channel, or the, what is it called? Damn. The game.
So I can see your cards if I try to, but since I set the view to zoom in on your mat and they're actually below that, I don't see them, so it's probably good.
That's fine. I mean, it doesn't need to be cards. It doesn't really need to be super secret. I guess I can draw a hidden box around my cards.
Yeah.
There.
So I think you can change the setting on that. I was playing with it earlier for L5R.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm only half understanding what you guys are saying because I just joined, but yes.
I just clicked a hidden button to hide all the hands.
Is that how we're gonna play? Is that the right way to play?
Technically, yes.
Oh, okay. So let me see if I can join. Yeah, I think your where your name is. I'm not positive it's how it is for all tables, but I think where your name is considered your hand. So if you drop it there, it should show up face up to you, but face down to everybody else. But I'm not 100% on that.
Yep, it's. Oh man, I don't know why that won't stay. I can click hands, and it hides everyone's hands.
Didn't you say it was Meek?
Yep.
Not showing up in the server list.
Do you have the tabletop simulator mod for this game? Yeah, we played the other night.
Yeah.
Well, hands isn't hiding for some reason, so I will just do hidden boxes.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Oh wait, it just took super long to show up in the list.
All right, so Adam, I'll give you the rundown when you get here.
Okay, well, where should I sit? What's a good spot?
Your deck is set up over here.
On green? Or I guess...
Wherever Carolyn Fern is set up. Johnny, can you set up a hidden in your hand?
I see her. Yep. All right, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm just
super
trying
excited.
to fix my mouse.
Right.
So yeah, for anybody that is, I don't know, are we recording or just living?
We are live.
So for anybody that didn't know, my power went out in half my house, and the internet, which is on one side of my switch, is connected, as is my PC and my TV for my wife to go entertain herself. My furnace is not currently functioning, but we found a plug to put our refrigerator into, so that's a good thing. End of times, guys. End of times.
End of times.
So she was freaking out, as you can imagine. So I had to try and remedy everything, but I told her, there's nothing we can do right now, so let's just make best of what we got.
Yeah. All right, good. You lost. You didn't miss any action. We just set up some hidden boxes around our encounter draw area. So you can. Do you know how to do that?
So are you saying I have to hide something?
Yeah, just do a hidden box across this area right here.
Okay.
With if instead of the grab tool, if you go down 2 to the one that looks like GPS, the first box over is hidden.
Okay.
And yeah, drag a box across that.
Okay.
And then do one when you draw your first 5, which we're just doing now. So draw 5. Oh, where's your deck? Let me go get your deck. I loaded it. It's hiding over here. What is this?
Yeah, thanks for doing that. I looked today and I had no idea out of all of them. I thought Johnny wanted to play this one, so I didn't want to steal his thunder.
Yeah, I just gave you a deck that I think will be cool. This is the Seeker of the group, even though it's a Guardian. Cool. Carolyn is funny.
All right, this is my deck.
Yep.
Whoops.
I took it for you. Sorry. So you and I both have a permanent card, which I put off to the side there. It's called Arcane Research. And what that means, we start the campaign when we purchased it, which is now. We started the campaign with a mental trauma, which means that you and I each have 1 mental damage, basically 1 horror applied to us. But when we upgrade decks in between scenarios, the first spell card that we upgrade is reduced in cost by 1. So it's a one-time cost of a trauma that every game will be a horror, but every time we upgrade, it's an XP, which is pretty good. And actually, Carolyn's whole thing is that she heals horror, so that is actually pretty useful.
Cool. How do you delete a hidden area?
I think you need to go back onto the zone hidden, click on it, and just delete. Just click on it again.
If you draw Sorry, go ahead.
I just got rid of it for you.
Oh, good. All right, thanks.
If you draw a weakness, do you get to redraw before your mulligan?
Yeah, you set that aside. You set the weakness aside, and then you draw a new card.
Okay. Do you know what I'm looking for initial hand?
You want a magnifying glass. I need to look in your deck to see what it is. You probably want a weapon, a magnifying glass. That would be good. What does he have? He has a fire axe. You might want a fire axe.
All right, I'm gonna roll everything then. I don't have any of those things.
Yeah, fire axe and magnifying glass would be great. Basically, you're just looking for assets. Okay. Assets are good.
So I do have a rabbit's foot.
That's fine.
And scavenging.
Yeah, this will be exploratory. That's fine.
Scrying. Let's see.
I'm going to set a few of these aside.
I'm going to mulligan 3 cards. Or 4
Yep.
cards, rather. And I draw before I put them back in, right?
You do.
All right. So yeah. So what? How many cards we draw? You said
5.
All right, so 5. Let's draw. And do I? So where's my other hidden area? Like, do we?
I drew a box around like this area. It doesn't seem to actually be working terribly well because I can't. Like my hand doesn't want to let me draw it.
So I think I could have sworn the hand area was like here. Maybe not. So
All
can
right.
you guys see those?
Yeah, I can see them.
All right,
Yeah, this
so we put
whatever. I'm not down
Okay.
for this. It's breaking stuff. This hidden area
Yeah.
box.
No, it's fine. I'll just block that. It's fine.
Like it's actually not letting me like draw cards correctly. So I am going to. I can't draw cards. What has happened?
Oh no!
This is going well.
Yeah, it's going really well. I didn't do the hidden stuff last time, but now all of a sudden.
I mean, everything's working fine for me. I'm not having an issue with the hidden boxes or anything. So.
Yeah, I can't like hover over my deck and draw a card anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Do you have the right thing clicked? Make sure you have the little finger.
Yeah, got the finger clicked. Numbers aren't doing anything. Well, it's weird. Well, I guess I can put my hidden box here, and it doesn't seem to be a problem. So there, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to draw one more card.
All right, so let's see what I got here. Okay. I did some research today based on your YouTube and reading things, so I know what most of these cards do. That's good.
Nice.
You're ahead of me then. I know what some of the cards do based on previous plays, but it's been a while.
Yep. All right, so we got opening hands, huh?
Yep. Yeah, I'm not changing mine, so yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So Johnny.
Right?
Yeah, Johnny's going to be the lead investigator.
Sounds good.
So it's up to you. Go take it away, Johnny. You get 3 actions.
So
let's set up some cameras.
Let's see how this works.
So we need 9 clues.
I'm going to play this magnifying glass, so that'll go here, and that's going to cost me. So I start with 1 resource, or 3 resources rather. Is that correct?
We each start with 5.
Oh, why do I have 3 on my player board and then I've got 5 down here?
I don't know what these 3 are.
Okay.
This is how we track it.
All right. I don't know what those are either. They just were there.
Oh, it's probably because you drew a card that has supplies on it and you put it down. You just drag them and put them in this trash can. It auto-populates the supplies and clues and stuff.
Okay, so...
All right, so you're...
That went up.
Yeah, right-click.
Right-click. Got it. So that cost me 1. And I'm going to play Rabbit's Foot for my second action. Oh, I should probably do this thing. That's 2.
Sure.
And I suppose I should investigate, right? Let's see.
So no, you shouldn't.
Thing, right? No?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
So I could move and then investigate wherever I end up, right?
Yeah. You can either go to the lobby or the backstage.
We'll go backstage. So I'm still figuring
this red connector here, by the way, means that you can go down from the balcony to the theater, but you can't go back up.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use my third action.
Adam, the premise of this scenario is that we went to a play called The King in Yellow, and we sat through a boring first act. There was some weird things happening around the crew, like were disappearing, and people were turning up dead or having committed suicide or rambling and going insane. You go to the theater, you watch the first act, it's boring, and then you fall asleep. And when you wake up, we're in the theater with a bunch of corpses in the seats, and there's blood everywhere. And that's that.
It's a very H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh yeah, this is
there. This is like
based on
100%. Yeah,
it's based on the King in Yellow. Is the if you're familiar with any of the mythos.
Okay, so I've exhausted Duke, and then moved backstage, and I flipped over the card, and then I'll be investigating. But first, it says force when backstage is revealed, put 2 of the set aside backstage doorway locations into play at random. While you were at backstage, each hidden treachery in your hand counts as 3 cards instead of 1 for the purposes of counting your hand size.
Backstage doorway.
Yep, we need 2 of them.
Whoops.
Oh God, I apologize for people that have to deal with my zooming. I have to use my trackpad because my mouse is.
So are we watching your screen, or are people watching your screen? I should say.
We have 2 people watching. Hi, 2 people.
Well, you're one of them, actually, right?
No, we don't count.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, we don't reveal these, do we? We're not there yet, but we put them into play. They are connected. So, whoops.
So
Come on, computer.
Like...
Yep.
Okay, cool.
You can put them. I don't know. Here, 1, 2.
Where are these connectors?
I can
sweet.
just copy paste.
Okay.
I got it. Take your turn.
So, all right.
So you're investigating.
And I'm investigating with a 4.
Yep, 4 on 3.
Plus, I have a 1 for my magnifying glass.
5 on 3.
So 5 on 3.
So you just click the.
I just left click this.
Left click. Yep. Auto fail.
Auto fail. Okay, great.
Man,
how do I get rid of it again?
Oh, you just left click again on the box.
Okay, so that's that was my 3rd action.
Yep. So that's your turn. I'm gonna flip Pete.
While you guys take your turns, you're gonna have to catch me up in a minute. But Marlena just got home, and I'm just gonna go say hello, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Okay, zoom out, I guess.
So how does order work in this?
I think you left.
only played. So is it?
What's that?
Do we get to choose who goes next?
Don't worry.
I played 2-player.
Okay, I guess I'm watching on a delay. Well, sorry, Adam. What was your question?
We played 2-player, so obviously it's easy to know who goes next. But who goes next in a 3-player game?
It's up to us.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. All right, so let me see what do you got? You are running because I'm like trying to get caught up here. You are running. What's your name?
Agnes. It's
Agnes. Yeah.
Same investigator that we played the other night.
Okay. Horror. Yeah, she's pretty cool. Effective. Okay. All right. And she is sort of like our sort of. Wait. Oh no, this other guy is our fighter, isn't he?
I'm kind of the
he's
fighter.
Like a middle.
He's an all
like
arounder.
Middle of the road. Yeah.
Yeah. This Agnes deck and your deck are meant to work together. Agnes does a lot of damage, and you are sort of the clue getter.
Okay. So yeah, look, my ability is after one of your card effects is horror from an asset or ally asset. The healed cards control against others. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. Nice.
Yeah, and you also have a card. I should have mentioned it. I guess that you'd like to see. Your signature card is called Hypnotic Therapy, and it is pretty good. It heals horror and gets people to draw cards and stuff. It's good.
Okay. So I think she does like to go early based on some of the cards I'm seeing in my hand. Maybe. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, Guardians have like going first stuff.
Okay. So we don't want to really split up, I would imagine. So why don't we go backstage and
yeah, so Pete can kind of handle himself. The 2 of us probably should stay near each other. Pete has his dog. He can fight and investigate sort of on his own. We could go the other way if you want, or we could all stick together.
Based on our last game, I have no other basis except for that. I say we stick together because I just don't know.
Okay.
But I mean, I'll take your recommendation as well. So
yeah, why don't you take your turn? You do your thing.
Right.
I'll follow.
All right. So there's nothing to do in here, right? Like there's nothing to do in here. So I take an action and I move to here.
Okay.
Point. And while I'm here, so let me go flip over action things. Get that. So what, shift 1, try to get this down. Shift 3. Okay. Flip.
Oh. What did John? He put down 2. Oh, he put down. He actually forgot an action because magnifying is fast. So that was fast. Oh. It was 1 for Rabbit's Foot. It was 1 for move investigate with Duke. He was short in action, so he could have done something else. So whatever, we'll give him one more action on his turn.
Okay.
He forgot to fast.
Well. Okay. So there's only one clue here, though, right? Oh no. Wait, is there one? I can't tell.
There is one clue, yes.
Okay.
And we'll use these for the action markers. You get special guardian ones.
Okay. What is this next room? Backstage doorway. Huh. Okay. I guess I'll just I'm gonna go ahead and equip my magnifying glass.
So that's fast.
Yep. So that just gets put in one of my hands, right?
Yep.
Cool. And then hold on. Wife calling. I'm gonna actually take my investigate action. So, pardon me 1 second.
Okay. If anybody's in stream, I see a couple people are. Oh, it's Chesner. Hey, Chesner. How's it going? You play Arkham? Or have you ever played? Specifically the card game. I've played, what is it, Eldritch Horror, I think once, and didn't really enjoy that too much, but I love this. Nice. Wow. So this is kind of a ragtag, whatever, it's a Monday night. We had late start, couple of players have to go spend some quick hello time or time on the phone with their significant others, but let's see. What is Ashcan? Somebody's back. Who's back?
All right. So I went ahead and did my action, and I was at
You're
4 plus 1. Right?
Oh yeah. So you were successful.
So 5 successful. Yeah.
Give you your clue.
Sorry.
Oh, you can just track it there.
Normally wouldn't answer my phone in the middle of this, but my wife is in a bit of a hussy, which I can appreciate. So
cool. So you get a clue.
So yes, we got a clue. Yay!
Yay! That is 2 actions.
And now I kind of am scared to go to the next spot. So
don't be scared. A simple wooden door leads into the back of the theater, far from the prying eyes of patrons.
All right, I'm gonna do this. So what is supplies? I don't know what that means.
Supplies. Oh, if you have a card that says supplies, it's basically like when you play it, it gets that many things on it, and you have to spend one of them to use its ability. So if you have like a painkillers or something,
sort of like in Netrunner or whatever it is, like
it gets use tokens on it, and they're called different things. Sometimes they're called charges, and sometimes they're called supplies or ammo.
All right, I'm gonna play my painkillers just to get this loaded up. So it's gonna cost me 1. Where does that go? That goes.
It's just in one of these boxes over on the side.
And, oh, cool! Auto put them. And I have to spend 1 resource, right? And to do that, what's the? There we go. Done.
Yeah, right click.
That's my action. That's my 3 actions. Cool.
Yeah, Shazma, this is a hard scenario in solo. I've only played it once in a duo campaign with my wife. All right, so that was it. You did your last action?
Mm-hmm. I'm good.
All right. I am going to play Holy Rosary in my accessory slot, and that costs me 2. First action. And
by the way.
Hey, Johnny. I think while we're here, I'm going to put down a Wither.
Do you want to let Johnny take his other action that he missed?
Oh, yeah, Johnny, you missed an action because you forgot that magnifying glass was fast.
Oh. Okay.
So you get 1 more action.
What are my stats here? So I only have 2, so I could.
And just so you know, you get caught up. I moved into the room and investigated. So
yeah, he
I
grabbed the clue.
The last token for us.
Okay.
You could move or something, or
yeah, I could move again. Yeah. Why don't I? Well, thing is, I guess I could move again. Is it a bad idea to do that though? Because Duke will let me move for free next turn. Should I just investigate? Take a chance at that?
There's nothing to investigate.
There's no clues left to get there.
Oh, I thought there were 3. Oh, there's only 1. Got it.
Yeah, and your base intellect is 2, and Duke is exhausted, so you can't investigate out of 4 again.
Right.
You could. Oh, actually, sorry. When you failed, you have Rabbit's Foot.
Oh,
you forgot to use Rabbit's Foot when you failed.
Oh,
so exhaust that and draw a card.
Oh, it's draw a card. Okay.
You just hit E.
Yep. Oh, too far.
Just hit E. It'll snap to an angle.
Okay. And then draw a card.
Yep.
Let's see what I get. Not useful.
Okay. So anything you could always take a resource, draw another card, move.
Yeah, I'll draw a card. I think
that
could be good. So.
Last action drawing a card can be dangerous as well because it could be a weakness, and then you could, yeah.
It was racked by nightmares. So
that's his
Revelation,
signature.
Exhaust all assets you control and put racked by nightmares into play in your threat area. Assets you control cannot ready. 2 actions to discard racked by nightmares. That could be worse. At least it was on the last action.
Yeah, it takes Duke and Rabbit's Foot down for a turn. This doesn't get exhausted.
Oh, I don't.
What is your?
I thought I have to discard all assets.
What?
Or no?
Can you pull it out of your? Put it in your threat area.
Okay. It says exhaust all assets.
Yeah. Okay. You exhaust it, but that doesn't really matter for magnifying glass. You don't need to exhaust it to do anything.
To do it, right? Okay.
It just gives you a passive bonus.
Okay. So I still have the passive bonus even when it's exhausted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so that's so in a deck, because I'm still very new to this, you get 1 weakness. Is it per character or is it per class?
In a campaign like this, you start the campaign with your character's signature weakness, which is racked by nightmares for Ashcan. Notice how if you look at it, it says weakness and not basic weakness. You also get 1 basic weakness, which is a random basic weakness, which you put in after you build your deck. So,
right, so that
was Johnny's action. Okay, so now here. So I did a Holy Rosary, a Wither. So that takes me down to 1 resource. I got 1 resource. I could just put a thing on it. Feel like I should just, I'll just move. Okay, so that's it. We are done with the investigation phase. I forgot to do this little thing down here. You can say investigation phase is done. We go into the enemy phase. There are no enemies. Nothing happens. We go into the upkeep phase. All of us except Johnny ready our exhausted characters. We each get a card and a resource. You get a card and a resource, Johnny.
Okay. So, resource card.
Well, wait, that's right. Was it 1 card?
1 card, 1 resource.
Ooh. I like this.
Okay. We go to the top of the round and we get a Doom. Boom. 1 out of 6. And then we each, in investigator order, draw an encounter card. So, Johnny, you can click on this button right here, this card.
In my area. Okay.
Yep. And
this is cool.
If it doesn't say hidden, you could show the world if you wanted, but...
So... I'm showing the...
Oh, wait, we all take our encounter, right?
I'm going to read it first. Okay, so it is definitely okay for me to show, so I will move it out here.
Okay, so you get a baddie. He spawns at the revealed location with the most clues, which right now is anywhere that is revealed, which is the theater and the backstage. So you can choose to spawn him at the theater if you'd like and not be engaged with us.
Sure, we'll do that.
He is forced after he enters play, move 1 clue from that location to the fanatic. So he doesn't steal a clue either. He's just kind of a useless guy that showed up there.
Okay.
So then we go in clockwise order.
And he doesn't chase us or anything like that. So that's nice.
He's not a hunter, no.
Cool.
So I'll draw a card. Adam, were you trying to ask a question here?
No, I just was super excited. This is very cool.
Okay. So I got Descent into Madness, which has a keyword surge on it. If you guys aren't familiar, that just means I have to draw another encounter card after this.
Right.
If I have at least 3 horror on you, lose an action. And you can see why it has surge, because I don't have at least 3 horror on me. So nothing happens, right? So I draw another card. Okay, I got Black Stars Rise. Revelation test for intellect. If you fail, you must either place 1 doom in the current agenda or take 1 horror for each point you fail by. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. So this is not so bad. I could take a horror or a few horror and have Carolyn heal it all because that's what Carolyn does. My intellect is 2, and if I'm looking at my hand real quick, what pips do I have? I have 1 pip I could throw at it that I don't really care about. And I've got a way to maybe do it. So, okay, I will not test anything unless one of you wants to throw an intellect pip or 2 at me.
I could. So I have an
I'm
extra
down to-
magnifying. I have an extra magnifying glass. Should I throw that at it or not really?
Yeah. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to throw a pip at it with my useless signature asset called the Heirloom of Hyperborea. I don't know how many spells are in this deck. Spell. I should have already done it if I was going to do it. I don't think this has a lot of spells in it, but anyway, I'll throw a pip at it. So I'm at 3 on 4. Hey, I fail by 1, so I take 1 horror. So I'm at 2 out of 8 horror. If there was a monster at my location, like if this fanatic had been with us, I could have done it, pinged it for a damage just now with her ability.
You harness the energy and send it off in waves of anger and frustration to enemies.
Yep. All right, so Adam, you draw one?
I did. I'm already done, my friend.
Oh, you have to go in order.
I'll show you what I did. I know, but it doesn't matter. I already. Yeah.
Okay.
We're done.
So what happened for people watching?
Things happened.
So the card will go in his hand, and it'll be annoying for him.
Oh, it's a hidden
yes.
card. Okay.
Yeah.
I have taken some encounter of horror and terror damage or something like that. I don't know. Either way, I can't show you guys.
If you understand it, then it's fine.
Watching at home, yeah. If you've played this, you probably know what it might be or something similar. So, basically, let's put it this way: I have a card in my hand that does bad things, and I can do things to get rid of it.
Yeah. Okay, so we are all ready. We've done our stuff, and it's time for turns.
All right, so I guess I will go and I'll do 2 actions to get rid of my racked by nightmares. So where does it go?
Just down here, discard.
Okay, got it. Okay, so then these guys will.
No. They don't ready automatically.
Oh,
they ready in the upkeep phase.
They'll ready next turn. Okay, so I'd still have 1 action then. So I suppose I will just move to the next location.
Sure.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. All right. So it is
the scripting has stopped working.
Oh, is it supposed to do something when I move over there?
Usually automatically it'll populate clues and stuff, but for some reason the scripting has stopped working.
All right. So it is a trap room. After you reveal the trap room, search the encounter deck and discard pile for 1 copy of Swarm of Rats and put it into play engaged with you. 2 copies instead if there are 3 or 4 investigators in the game. So I have to put
2
copies
rats
of them, and then shuffle the encounter decks. So
rats, flip. They're engaged with you, and I shuffle this deck.
All right, so I'll put them down here.
So if they're engaged with you, then they actually come down here in your threat area.
Into my threat area. All right, cool.
So you have a couple of rats. Yikes.
It's all right. Duke will take care of them. Probably.
Or me.
Oh, what did I just do? I just put it in my hand. Okay.
Yeah. So that's your turn. You're done.
Yeah.
There are 3 clues there. Cool. After you reveal it, yeah. So that's a victory 1 location too. So I think I'll go next, Adam, if that's cool.
Yeah, because I don't think I have anything I can do to make a difference right now. So might as well let you do first.
So I'm going to action 1, go over here. And then I think I will probably Wither. Action 2. This uses fight or willpower instead of combat. If a bad stuff token is revealed, then it gets -1 fight and -1 evade or the enemy gets -1 fight and evade for the remainder of the turn. But these are both
So
like
you
it can weaken
fight
them
without. You don't have to engage it first.
Nope. Yeah, I don't need to. If I fail, then I hit you instead.
Okay.
So I don't want to do that, but I don't think I will because I am a willpower 5/6 on 1. So auto fail will make me fail, but nothing else will.
Cool. Don't.
So action 2 is going to be to draw a token -4. That's fine. 6 -4 is 2, so I still kill one of the rats.
Okay. Awesome.
So we just click the discard button up here if I can.
It's here. Here, I'll do it.
Ugh.
Oh, there's a button to discard it?
Yeah, just up here.
Oh, you did it. Oh, I see. That's a button. I didn't
That's
realize
for the threat area ones up here.
Okay, cool.
I think the cards might all know where they're like supposed to go when you hit that, but I'm not sure. And then action 3, I will Wither again and hit these other rats for a -1 and kill them.
Awesome. So Duke doesn't have to do any work next turn.
Yeah, you can use them to investigate. Wow, Wither is fucking strong. Oof.
Yeah.
All right.
So
because I was
we're
gonna
on
hope.
Adam now.
All right. So, Carolyn's feeling like she wants to join the party over there in the trap room because you guys found all those rats, which you cleared out because she does not like rats. So she's going to join you. That's the first action. Someone's going to do my actions probably because I'm going to be on different. So, anyways, the next thing she's going to do is she was on the phone while you guys were busy in the trap room, and she called in Alice Luxley, the fearless Flatfoot. So she's going to join us, and she's going to be going right here. It's going to cost me 4, which is quite a bit, but...
Oh, crap.
Oh, wait, where'd she go? She ran away.
Sorry, that was me.
Ah!
Took her.
She's still flat-footed. She, got scared or not.
So shift 4 moves me to one of the views, but if I just hit 4 on a card, it puts it into my hand. And I've done that a couple times by accident.
All right, so that's my second action, right? Because I believe it's an action to play an ally, right?
Yep. Yeah, play any asset is an action.
Or asset ally. Yeah.
Playing a card, playing an event, an asset.
Gotcha. Yep. All right, so next, my plan is to see if I can pull this off. It's going to be tough. We're going to try. So I'm going to go ahead and investigate. And I have my investigate is a 4 plus Alice now, who has joined us. And I mean, she's taking a lot of notes there in her notebook. She's really good at investigating. Plus my magnifying glass. So, oh wait, hold on a second. I can play fast cards for free, right?
Fast is a actionless thing, yeah.
Like playing it is for free, right?
It doesn't cost an action. It costs resources if it has it.
Yeah, so I'm going to play my second magnifying glass. Down to
yes.
0 resources.
Oh, you can have 2 of the same asset.
As long as it doesn't have a little star that says it's unique.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you can put both magnifying
so that's
glasses.
3. All right, so she's like super heavy into like magnifying things. She's like magnifying, I'm magnifying. So she's gonna. So now my last action is going to be to investigate.
Okay.
So that's I'm looking at a stat of a 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have to beat. What is the number? This is the problem I always have. Is how do I find what number I have to beat? It's
the black shroud value for investigating. So it's 7 on 4.
All right.
You're good. You might fail.
Why is it
but
4? I thought it was a 3.
7 on 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're ready to click the chaos. Woo!
You're good.
Last one. We're good. Nice.
So,
and because of that, I did put that first. Okay. Well, I didn't.
Just
so
click up your clues and I'll get rid of one.
All right. So 1 clue up. Boink. Stay like in the way. There we go.
That was your last action, right?
Bonus. Yeah, it was my last action. I was trying to be fancy and do other stuff, but I didn't, and it's okay because we're fine.
Okay.
All right. That's my turn.
We'll go on to the enemy phase. Nothing happens because this guy is not a hunter and he's not engaged with us, and I've killed the rats. We go to upkeep. where we refresh all of our stuff, including Johnny's. Whoops. All Johnny's cards. Turn. And I have mine set to 45 for the markers there.
So
90
we
degrees.
We draw one and get one resource. Is that
Card and a
correct?
resource. Yep.
Okay.
Hmm,
That seems pretty good.
That's neat. Great.
Is
So
Revelation play it right away?
yeah, if it's a weakness, yeah. Revelation does that thing.
So this
It has been revealed. Kleptomania, cool. So it's in your threat area. Take control. So at the end of your turn, you have to take a horror every turn. As an action, you can take control of an item, asset, or 2 resources from another investigator at your location, and then shuffle it back in your deck. So
that's so hilarious.
Where is this card
That's
that
so
we're
good.
looking at?
It's his weakness in his threat area.
Whose? Adam's?
Adams. His is Adam.
Yeah.
There are 3 of us. When I say his, I mean Adam.
Well, I didn't know if you were saying his is in Trash Can Pete's or.
Oh, you're right.
the
You're
Yeah,
right.
no,
I'm
it's
sorry.
not. No, let's play. We're gonna play in character. So my name is Carolyn, and your name is
her.
Agnes, and we have Ash. No, just call you
Angus.
That's not
So aren't we supposed to be? Oh, this was your draw, not your.
Yes, he drew a card, and it was
not your
his weakness.
encounter. I got it. Okay.
Right.
Sorry, I'm moving all over the place trying to show everybody the views of what's.
Yeah, that's
going
good. You're
on.
good. You did a good job.
So we're on to the Mythos phase. Second Mythos phase, we get a Doom 2 of 6, and we each draw an encounter card, starting with you, Johnny.
Okay. So
Encounter.
I will draw an encounter card. It is not hidden, so let's take it out of here. So it's Spirit's Torment. Revelation attached to your location. After you leave attached location, you must either take 1 horror or lose 1 action. Place one of your clues on attached location, or as an action, place one of your clues and discard. So if you don't have a clue, can you still do that?
No.
Okay.
But that's going to go in the location. Everyone can do it. So
All right.
it's probably something worth getting rid of. Okay, so that was yours. I'm going to draw my encounter card. It is an Agent of the King. He spawns engaged with me. He preys on the most clues. If I disengage him. He's a hunter. Forced after Agent of the King attacks you, move one of your clues to Agent of the King, and then forced when you defeat him, you get the clues back. He is a 4/4/2, 1 damage, 2 horror. Victory 1. I'm gonna rough this dude up. Okay, Adam, yours.
All right, here we
Wait,
go.
isn't he going to? Isn't he going to go to the person with the most clues?
No, so that's he preys on the most clues, which when you draw a card and it doesn't say spawn, it engages with you. Stop drawing cards.
Sorry.
So it engages with you. If I exhaust him and he comes here to the location and becomes exhausted, then when he readies, he will prey to whoever is the most clues. Or if we all move to this location and he hunts, he will prey to the most clues. But when I draw him, he spawns with me. Prey is a confusing keyword for newer players.
How did you put that card near the location? Because I cannot get this one to go near it.
You got to put it a little bit further away.
Yeah, but then it goes on to that player mat.
There you go. You did it.
I got it.
Yep. All right, so I got a guy. Adam,
You guys ready?
You
ready?
Yep.
Here it comes. Yep, I got it. So we have the King's Edict. It's a treachery pact revelation. For each cultist enemy in play, move 1 clue from the enemy's location to that enemy. Until the end of the round, each cultist enemy in play gets +1 fight for each clue and or doom on it. If no clues are moved by this effect, the King's Edict gains serve.
Okay, so it just moved one from
scary looking card.
It moved one from the trap room to the Agent of the King. So that's it.
Yep.
So Adam, by the way, if you put this in this area, no, it's just a one-time effect. So if you put it in here and hit this little discard button, it'll send it away for you.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Good time.
So those are encounter cards. So it looks like I probably won't be able to kill this guy this turn unless one of you does a single damage to it. Or if I take a horror. If I take a horror, let's see.
So
Makes me
you're
wish I
going
had
first?
painkillers down. What's that?
You're going first?
I could.
I mean, so here's the thing: if I investigate here, I can do 1 damage in my location.
You can investigate and do damage at the same time. Oh, Luxley.
After I discover, yeah,
Yeah,
Alice
yeah.
Luxley, you guys, you didn't. I mean, she's been busy writing in
Yeah,
a notebook.
she's new. I'm not used to her. She's a new ally. All right, so I'll go first.
Taking notes on the agent of the king and like ready to go.
Yeah, so this guy's a 4. I am a 5/6, so I'm not like guaranteed to hit it 3 times. But if I draw bad stuff, he becomes weaker because of Wither, which is nice. So I'll go first, and I'll just that just seems too good. I can't get rid of that. I can't get rid of that. So all right, I'm gonna just go for it. A skull in this scenario is a -1, and I don't have 3 or more horror on me, so that's fine. And I drew a bad stuff, so he gets a damage. And because I drew a bad stuff and Wither, he gets -1 fight and -1 evade. Oh, I forgot. He was actually +1 fight and evade because of the clue and your card, Adam.
Yeah.
So he was actually a 5/4/3. So it's good that I drew just a -1 because now he's a 4/4/2 again because of the skull effect on Wither. So that's first action. Second action, we'll do it again. -1. He's another damage. And then last action, I'll do it one more time. -1. Got lucky.
Boom.
So yeah, Adam, if you could just get that clue, that'd be good.
Yeah, that's the last clue, right?
I'm done.
All right. So Johnny, I mean, do you feel like you want to go, or I'm feeling pretty confident that we can go here.
So if I go, I think I would move out of there and take the horror and then use Duke to go to that other location and investigate. So it depends on if you're going to get rid of that card before I go.
Yeah,
well,
Adam,
so does it make sense? Yeah, does it make sense for you to just go first and decide, figure out if that, like, if we fail, then we know what to do. If I succeed, then
yeah, you should go first, Adam.
Yeah. Okay. So, Johnny, you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. So I think I'm going to investigate, but when I do so, I'm actually. Oh wait, there's only one clue here, right?
There's a clue, but you could use Spirit's Torment to put it back down and get rid of the card, the treachery that Johnny was talking about, the attached card. Whoops.
Wait, where do I see that? I'm missing that.
It's right next to the location. So as an action, you can place a clue back down and get rid of it. Otherwise, when each one of us leaves, we'll have to take a horror or lose an action.
I'm gonna hook us up then. Yeah, for sure. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna do this.
Worse in multiplayer.
I'm going. Yeah. So I'm gonna place one of my clues in the location. So let's do that. I'm gonna minus by 1. If somebody could add a clue to that location.
Sure.
We're back up to 2. All right. So that's an action though, right?
It's an action, and this card is discarded.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, fair enough. So I've spent my first action. Next, I am going to go ahead and do an investigate, but I'm going to commit my deduction. Where do I play that? Like, is it just here?
Let's see. I wonder the remainder of the turn. Does Wither last for other investigators' actions? Does my withering last?
Where's your withering?
Who are you asking?
Just the world, but I'm gonna go ask in the Discord.
Where's your withering?
Wither is this card. I made this guy weaker by 1.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Oh, Shazner's. I don't know how old this is because I haven't been monitoring chat, but Shazner is watching or was.
Yeah, we've been talking.
Oh, okay. I must have been away when.
Yeah, I don't see how Wither affects this.
So I drew a skull token when I was fighting the agent of the king. It doesn't matter because you're going to do like a test list damage with Alex Luxley. But if you wanted to fight this guy, I was curious if Wither, because it says the attacked enemy gets -1 fight and -1 evade for the remainder of the turn. I wasn't sure if the turn was my turn or if it was through everybody's.
Let's look at round sequence. Hold on.
Usually it would say the phase. Usually the investigation, the language is for the remainder of the phase. So I think it's just my turn.
Your turn, yeah. That would be my guess.
Shazner says hi.
All right, you know what? We can get some nasty emails or Instagram or Twitter or whatever we use.
Yeah, it's just my turn. They've answered in there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's cool. So I play this here, and it's just to add one skill. So I'm looking at Carolyn, who is a 4, plus my Alice, who is helping me with all of her note taking. So that's 5. Plus my 2 magnifying glasses, which puts me at 7. And then the 8 from deduction, right? So I'm at an 8. Here we go. 8 minus 0 is still 8.
Oh, you get both clues.
Cool beans. We get both clues. And then on that, I also get to do. I feel like I get to. Well, those are the things. I think I have to do a damage on somebody, right?
Yeah, ping this guy.
Yeah.
Agent of the King.
So he's dead.
Because wait, where's that from? I'm trying to remember. I lost track of that.
It's from Alice Luxley.
Okay, cool.
So you exhaust her. So you just tap her to the right.
Yeah.
And then you get this clue. So you get 3 clues from that. Excuse me.
Wait, why 3 clues?
Because you got 2 from the location because of deduction.
Yep.
And you got 1 from the king, from the what's his name?
Oh, he had one.
The agent of the king. He had a king, and he says forced. Yeah, he had a because of the encounter card that you drew, he got a clue from the location, and then forced when you defeat agent of the king, you take control of all of its clues.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool. All right.
So
yeah,
did you
I
get
totally
your
missed
3?
that. That's sweet. I took 3. I'm up at 4 now because I turned 1 in. That was my second action. And I have a third, which is going to be to... Is there a way to draw cards in this game by just taking an action?
Yeah, action, draw a card.
No. All right. I'm going to do that.
It's a dangerous last action because of, what Johnny ran into.
That's all right. That's all right. We're good. I like
sometimes... Yeah. Okay.
Carolyn is, she's crazy.
Johnny, you're up.
All right, so let's go back to me. I'm going to... I guess I will play a magnifying glass. Yeah, that doesn't even take an action, right? So I can do that.
It's fast, yeah.
Yeah, it's fast.
And then as my first action, I'm going to move back here. And then for my second action, I'm going to use Duke to investigate. So we will investigate with a 4, 5, 6. Oh, well, first we move. So let's see if there's even any clues there. So we'll move up here. Flip this guy over. It is the dressing room. So it does not have any clues. 3 actions, heals 3 horrors. Okay, so it doesn't do anything.
What do we have for just 4 clues, huh?
So I guess as my second action, I will just move back.
You don't even have any horror. That's funny.
Yeah, and then so if I go to the theater, I'm going to have to engage this fanatic.
Yeah. And then it'll fight you at the end of the round?
Right.
You could... you've already exhausted Duke, huh?
I think I'll stay... Yeah, I've exhausted Duke. I'll stay where I am, and I'll just draw a card, maybe. Let me look at my cards real quick.
That's fine. Get an asset or something to do.
Yeah, we'll draw a card.
See you, Shazner. Have fun. He's going to go play 18XX. All right, so you are done. We are all done. So that is the end of the not the Mythos Investigator phase. Enemy phase, nothing happens. Upkeep phase, we ready all of our stuff. You unexhaust your stuff. Everybody flips over your tokens. Duke flips. Caroline becomes, or Alice becomes unexhausted. We each get a card and a resource. Check your hand size for 8.
Incoming.
If your hand size is 9,
I definitely don't have any cards. Definitely don't.
If your hand size is 9, you have to discard.
I'm at 7. I gotta start
Oh
spending
man.
cards.
Oof. So I gotta figure out how to get rid of my clues. So can and this is me asking as well as viewers probably, because I would be an ignorant asker of the same question. So like the total number of clues we have pushes the act forward, right?
Yep.
But like if I discard them, that puts us behind. So like what's the whole idea with like my cards are looking like they want me to like discard my clues? So do we just like do we have to spend them, I guess is my question, to progress the act? Like,
Yeah,
do they
well,
get spent or
they get spent.
Okay.
So when you so if we get 9 clues here, you can spend, your if you had all 9, you could spend all 9 clues and we'd flip over the act card. I don't know what card you're referring to that wants you to spend clues or get rid of clues besides a weakness.
Yeah. So like on this though, I'm looking at the Act 1A Awakening. It looks like there's three clue symbols. Is that correct?
3 clues per investigator.
Or is that? Oh,
That little symbol next to it with the hat, that's the per investigator symbol.
So right now we're sitting at a total of 4.
4 of 9. Okay. We need 9. So we are in the Mythos phase now, and we add a Doom. We're at 3 of 6, and we each draw an encounter card starting with Johnny.
Okay, so let's do it. It's not hidden, so it is twisted to his will. It's a pact. Revelation, if there is no doom in play, twisted to his will gains surge. Otherwise, test willpower X, where
3.
X is the amount of doom in play, so 3. If you fail, discard 2 cards from your hand at random. Okay, so my willpower is 4, so I'm testing 4 to 3. I will commit.
I'm at your location. I could give you something if you need it.
I could.
How bad do you?
I don't need it. I can commit guts to it.
Okay.
So
that goes into your discard here.
Yeah. So we'll commit guts. So that puts me at 7, 2, 3. I think that's probably okay.
Oh yeah. You're good.
There we go.
You get to draw a card because of guts.
Yep. Cool.
And we can discard that, and I'll take my turn. I get a poltergeist. Ugh. Cannot be damaged except by... Oh, nice. Except by spell, relic, or encounter cards. Guess what? I'm fighting with a spell. Nice. And you can parley with intellect to attempt to banish the Geist. So that's it. I get a monster. Or a Geist, rather. Oh, it is a monster and Geist. Adam?
All right, here we go. Draw. What do we get? All right, so Revelation, Rotting Remains. Test 3 with that psychic.
Willpower.
At each point you willpower. You fail by, take 1 horror. It's in the right spot, right?
Yep.
So you're at 3.
All right, so
3 on 3. You have 1 horror out of 9, so you have 8 remaining.
So
you have...
hold on. Let me see if I'm gonna, because I can commit stuff to this, right?
You can. You can commit any number of cards that have willpower or question mark pips on it. Wild pips.
Yep. Let's see. So I'm gonna commit this. Where I put that? Is it like
in your discard pile?
All right, I'm gonna put this. Wow. It did not work at all. Sorry. I'm going to commit 1 illogical Reasoning. You can zoom out. It says +2.
Yep.
It is a +2. Yeah, so you're 5.
Yep.
I will. Okay. So you were 5 minus 3 is 2. So you fail by 1. What is that?
So you get 1 horror.
There. He takes a horror. I will remind you that Carolyn's ability is all about healing horror, and that was a cool card for healing horror, and it could let people get more.
No, I know. Don't worry. There are more of those cards in my deck.
All right, cool.
But I really was hoping to not draw a -3 there.
That's okay. 1 horror is fine. You're at 2 of 9.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So it is on 2 turns.
So question.
Yeah.
Is the guy that's in the fanatic in the theater, does he engage as soon as somebody goes in there, or only if they're in there at the end of their turn? Okay.
Nope. When you walk in, unless they have the aloof keyword, they will engage with you.
Okay.
So it looks like I might be tied up doing fight on Poltergeist, and then move, and I won't quite be able to get there. So you might want to use your Duke.
Yeah, I'll go in there. So I'll go first. I'll use my first action to move in there.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Investigate's the only one that does the move.
Right. So we will use Duke for fighting as my second action. And let me see if I'm going to commit anything. So he's a 2, right?
Hey, Morris. Morris is in the stream. He is a 2, yes. We're playing this on Tabletop Simulator.
Is there a way to find like the chat without going to like the YouTube channel, or is it just like that's where you go?
I'm on my phone watching the chat. Just watching the YouTube video as I play.
Okay. I think I can do that with her.
I am going to commit an overpower.
Okay.
To make me a 6 to 2.
A 6 on 3. Okay. +3.
All right, and that's all I'm going to commit to it.
Oh, damn.
Okay, but I get to draw a card.
You do, and Duke is exhausted.
Okay.
So he's engaged with you. I'm just gonna move him to your threat area.
And then let's see.
Yeah, Morris, this is the Super Complete Edition mod on Tabletop Simulator. It is super complete. It's very good. It's got every campaign, every card. It's updated really quickly. Highly recommended.
So, and if I don't kill him, well, I can't
then
kill him at this point. So he'll
ping you for a damage at the end of your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and I can't. No, I probably shouldn't do that. Let's see.
You could attempt to evade him if you have any dexterity pips.
Yeah, I could do that.
Oh, you failed. Use your rabbit's foot.
I did. So I'm gonna.
Then you should exhaust it.
Oh, sorry. I think I'm gonna use my last action to play Peter Sylvester.
Okay, so you're engaged with an enemy. So if you play a card, it'll do an attack of opportunity and ping you for a damage, which may be fine, but you're going from 6 down to 5 health.
Okay.
Or you could put it on Duke.
Okay, or I could try to evade.
You could try and evade.
And let's see, do I have any way of...
This is where you want Pete down already.
Where I want him what?
Yeah, Pete gives you a passive dexterity boost, so this is when you want Pete down already.
Oh, right.
But you don't have him down, so it's a conundrum.
So I could play bait and switch. Does that give me the +1 evade from the side, or it does not do that?
Can you pull it out of your area? I don't know the card by heart. Bait and switch, evade. If you succeed, the enemy is non-elite. Evade the enemy and move it to so it doesn't give you any plus.
Okay.
No, you don't get the skill pip for it, but you could commit it as the skill pip to go 4 on 3.
Yeah, that seems not great.
I mean, it's fine. You could succeed. And if you don't, there's no downside to it besides you sort of just wasted a card on an action. Sometimes that's the way it be.
Sure. We'll do it. So 4 on 3.
Click this thing to get rid of it.
Oh, okay. And then click it again.
Yeah. Oh, baby. You get a +2 and you get to Ready Duke.
Oh, cool. I don't know
Unfortunately,
if Duke does anything, but
no. Sorry. I'm moving your card for you.
Anyways, it's not bad.
What is your rotation degrees set to, Johnny, next to the little lift height guy?
15.
Yeah, set it to 90.
Yeah.
We could just call him the CrossFit guy. We all
CrossFit
work
man.
out.
Lift height.
Yeah, CrossFit.
All right. So
I put mine at 45 because I can't do 90-degree CrossFit. I can only do 45 degrees.
Yeah. All right. So you failed. No, you didn't. You did not fail.
I evaded.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's exhausted. He goes here. Cool.
Oh, my turn is done.
Your turn is done. You're done. Flip you. Great. Adam, I can go and kill this dude, this poltergeist, and then maybe try.
Yeah. No, you should definitely go because I can tell you right now my turn is going to be pretty lackluster.
Okay. Unless you want to like heal me for a horror while I'm here.
I mean, I guess Caroline can do that. I don't know if I can. I can do it, but wait, actually, for me to do that, I have to do. When it's okay, so like wording on cards, like
Yep.
I play a lot of games, but if it doesn't specify a pronoun, do you get to pick, or does it have to specify? Like,
just read the card to me. Which card is it?
It's painkillers. So you can see it's on my card on my display board. It's spend 1 supply, exhaust painkillers, and take 1 horror, heal 1 damage. Who do I get to heal it on?
It's you. Just you.
Okay. And then Caroline herself, I don't really have any way to do that.
And
no, I can't.
By the way, painkillers is healing damage, not horror. It's actually taking a horror to.
No, I know, but that question was more geared generally.
Okay.
Yours was more specified for horror. Because like if I do horror, if I want to heal horror, after my card effects heals horror from an investigator or ally, which I have nothing that does that.
Okay, then never mind. I'll go first.
Yeah, I have nothing that can do that.
I'm gonna fight this poltergeist. 6 on 3, -1. I do a damage, and then I do it again. And X, I am not at a. I don't have 3 horror, so it's a -1. Whoops. So I kill this poltergeist. Whoops. And that's 2 actions. And third action, I'm going to get out of dodge. Your turn.
Yeah, so I have to deal with this rotting remains, right? Because if I don't,
no, that's gone. You just did a test and it goes away.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's a one-time revelation effect. It doesn't say place in your threat area.
I guess
so it just goes away.
All right, I'm going to do this then. I'm going to take 2 actions to discard Whispers in my head, or as they say, Whispers in your head. So
nice.
That card's going to get played here into discard.
Just put it up here. It goes actually in the encounter discard pile.
Oh, okay. So probably. Oh no.
I'll move it. Yeah. So you had this was Johnny. If you look at the discard pile, he couldn't move more than once each turn until he got rid of it.
All right, and then I'm gonna move.
Yeah,
as you can imagine. I can't click any of my stuff in.
Really? There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a ping of 9999 or 999 right now.
Hey,
why is that?
So kleptomania is also in play, right? So if he doesn't get rid of that, he gets a horror every turn.
Oh yeah, he should have taken horror like 3 turns in a row.
Let me double check. Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Yeah, at the end of your turn, take a horror. So I know. So let's see. We are on the 3rd turn.
So No, I think I've only had this one turn, so this is my second turn doing it. So
Yeah.
So last turn I got it, which I did not do the thing to get rid of it, or to take the control of an item.
The resources.
So yeah.
Or an item. Yeah. So why don't you?
Control of an item.
We're gonna retcon this a little bit if you'd like. We could retcon so that you went first, and you did action, get rid of your thing, and then third action, take 2 of my resources, and you're still over here, and then I went.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, but last turn I did not, so I'll take another horror for that.
Yeah,
that seems fair.
All right, so this gets discarded into your discard pile because that is an actual weakness.
But I take a horror from not doing it last
Yep.
turn, so I'm going to take a horror.
Yep. All right, we're set.
Yeah, and I'm back. Yeah, that seems correct.
Yep. Third action. Cool. We solved it. It's all good. So that is the end of the investigation phase, and we go into the enemy phase where nothing. Something happens actually this turn. The fanatic stands back up and engages Johnny again because he's the only one there. But actually, technically, that doesn't happen in the enemy phase. Nothing happens in the enemy phase because he's exhausted, and then in the upkeep phase, he readies and engages you, but it doesn't attack because we're past the enemy phase.
Okay.
So we each get a card and a resource, and we check for. I got a baddie. We check for card hand size of 8. So I got a mob enforcer. He's my basic weakness.
Cool. So you have to spend 4 resources to get rid of him.
I can either spend 4. But Adam took 2 of mine on his turn, so I'm gonna tick down to 3. Yeah, so I could spend 4 to get rid of him, or I could just action, and kill him. Because he's only I might not manage that, but we'll see. Excuse me. Okay, so that's the upkeep phase, and then we go into Mythos, where we
counter cards.
We get a doom, so we're 4 of 6 before that advances, and we draw encounter cards starting with you.
Yep. Okay. Not hidden. So, dissonant voices. Revelation. Put dissonant voices into play in your threat area. You cannot play assets or events. At the end of the round, discarded. That sucks.
Yeah, it's annoying. Okay, I got a hidden one. And then Adam.
All right, here we go. Flip. Hey, guess what? King's Edict again. Let's go this here. Each cultist in play. Move 1 clue from enemy's location to that enemy until the end of the round. Each cultist enemy play gets +1 fight for each clue and or doom on it. If no clues are moved by this effect, the King's Edict gains Surge.
So it just gains Surge.
We have no cultists.
So the fanatic.
There's no clues,
There's no
so
clues,
he just gains Surge. Draw another one.
Yep. Clicking. Let's see. All right. So I think this just goes here. Too far. It is Fanatic. Reveal location with the most clues.
So you can spawn him wherever has the most clues, and if it's equal, you get to choose, which is anywhere that's revealed right now. So you could put him back
in
here.
The dressing room.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you can spawn him back in the trap room.
Oh, not the trap room though, because he'd have to fight him. Dressing room.
No.
Oh, dressing room. Sorry, yeah, dressing.
Yeah, that's like totally what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay. So I'll move him. He's over here. Oops.
Right, we're not screwing up, right? Like
we're not screwing up. He spawns at a reveal location with the most clues, and that has the most clues. So
we're not calling there because we're done there.
Yep. So that's great. We flip our cards back over. And
I'm assuming there's a way to have that thing move, which would suck.
Yeah, there are sometimes encounter cards that will make enemies move, but I don't think that there's any in this scenario. We shouldn't have to go back here unless we wanted to heal 3 horror with triple action, which doesn't seem like what we want to do. So it was pretty nice to draw that.
Yeah. Cool.
So now it's investigation phase. Johnny, I could try and go first. I'm in.
To what? To
Yeah.
fight the fanatic or what?
I mean, I can. I'm probably just going to spend my turn killing this mob enforcer.
Okay.
Because I don't have. Okay, so just note, by the way, for rules, if you look at the mob enforcer, you'll notice he says prey bearer only. Because he says bearer only, he will hunt through other investigators to come at me. He will ignore you entirely.
Okay.
It took me like a year of playing to figure that out.
Cool.
So
take care of him.
All right, cool. So I am a 6 on 4 here. Man, I wish I had my stupid painkillers down. Whoops, I have painkillers. And
I have painkillers. I can painkiller. I can't have.
I need to have my own painkillers, or whatever. I need a way of getting a horror on me, which I should have in this deck. There are that painkillers is one of them.
What if I could just like heal you?
Healing doesn't matter. I need to take a horror on Agnes so that I can trigger her reaction damage. That's what I'm griping about. But whatever. I'll just do a test. I'm 6 on 4, and I draw a skull, which is a -1. So I get to do a damage, and now he is not a 6 on 4 because of withering. He is a 3 on 2, or a 3/2, and I am a 6 on 3 now because he gets a -1. So second action, I'll do it again, and I get a Mythos token. What is her Mythos effect? I don't even know.
+1 for each horror on her. So
great. I do extra good.
Yeah.
It's a stupid Mythos effect. And I'll do one more, and it's a -1, and I kill him. Done. My turn's over.
All right. So I guess I'll fight this fanatic with Duke again.
Yeah.
So that's a base skill of 4. And if I succeed, it will do 2 damage. So I'm going to use Overpower to make it a 6 on 2, 6 on 3, right?
You are fighting at a 4, 5, 6 on 3. Yeah.
And let's see, is there anything else I want to commit? Nope, that's it.
By the way, Johnny, if you are viewing cards, if you hold Alt and then scroll like middle mouse wheel, you can make the image bigger.
Ah, very cool.
Just nice for the viewers.
That is neat. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so 6 on 3. Let's cross our fingers.
Boop.
Nice. All right, so
1 damage.
2.
No, he does 1 damage. He has 1 more health.
No, he does 2 damage because Duke is +1 damage.
So he does. Great. Awesome.
Yes. I can read.
I read it, and then I read the investigate, and I didn't see a +1 down there. So I was just scanning for a +1 in the investigate side. Cool. Duke killed him.
So that was 1
First action.
Hey.
I'm trying to help.
Okay. So that was 1 action. I suppose I will just move over here for my second action. And then I will investigate. Oh, well, first I guess I have to... Does that flip anything? Yeah. All right. So I moved into the lobby. When the lobby is revealed, put 2 of the set-aside lobby doorway locations into play at random. And it has an action, 2 actions to draw 3 cards.
All right, lobby.
Yep, and it gets 1 clue. So I have 1 action left. I believe I'm going to investigate. But let me take a look at my cards real quick. Yeah, we'll investigate. Whoa.
Oh, no.
What just happened?
I'm messing with the board, and I'm waiting for my... What happened?
Ooh, we're good. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we are okay. Okay.
Well, sort of.
Okay, Corral.
I lost all of my saved views and everything.
Oh, I might have done a Control Z by accident.
Okay.
All of our card
Sigh
areas
about it.
are like messed up.
I am sighing about it because
Stop sighing about it.
I gotta fix everything.
My camera is rotated. That's annoying.
No,
I was trying to
camera.
copy-
I mean, my camera's fine, but we lost all of our. On my screen, I have no boards. Like, there's just cards.
Yeah, your board is gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
So my board is still here, but both of your boards are gone on my screen as well.
Yeah, I don't know what I did. We could try and rewind time.
No.
God.
Let's not screw it up more.
No, I think we're fine. We know where our stuff goes.
What the hell?
We're not stupid.
There.
But your discard buttons will be gone.
And to Control, copy, paste.
What were you trying to do?
I was just setting up stuff. I was moving a connector marker.
Oh.
Who just punched a microphone?
Adam.
Adam, why'd you punch a microphone?
I have. That's impossible. I'm literally sitting here with my hands in my pockets, doing nothing, waiting to see what's gonna happen.
Then Eric, because it wasn't me.
No, incorrect. I heard it in my ear. All right. How do you rotate the camera? Oh, I know how.
There's a button called flip. You just press that. It flips the whole table back
Don't do
over.
that. There. I'm back. We're good. We've recovered.
Okay.
I mean, yes.
I'm resetting up my views, and then we'll be okay.
I have no boards, but I'm good. I know what's going on.
You could move over to this board over here. Your board is gone too, Johnny. Yeah.
Well, my board is not gone on my screen, so I'm okay.
Weird.
Look,
I can see
I'm
mine.
fine. I think I'm fine to keep going. So like, we don't need to. As long as you guys can keep going, I'm good.
No, it doesn't matter.
I'm good. I've got all my views reset.
You don't need a board.
I'm going to investigate for my third action. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Investigate, and I could commit. Actually, why don't I just play, instead of investigating, I'm just going to play Working a Hunch. Cost me 2, and I just get the clue.
Yep. Clue gotten.
How do I
pretty good.
take it
Just grab it.
and drag it all the way down there? Okay.
Grab it.
Well, no,
and
just,
then
you don't have a
+1.
Oh, no, yeah, just do a +1 in your thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then just put this in the trash.
Okay. So that doesn't even take an action because that's fast.
Yes.
So
That's a really good card.
Yeah, it's nice.
I suppose I will then just move again as my last action to, which one should I move to? Okay, I guess I'm moving to that one.
You had indicated.
I'm just gonna say, it looks like you guys are holding hands every time you flip cards together.
No clues here.
Nope.
So it's the box office. Gain, and as an action, you can gain 5 resources. Remember that you stole from the box office. Group limit once per game.
And remember that you have stolen from the box office.
Yep.
Which usually means that there's something bad that happens, like later. There'll be a consequence generally.
Yep. And then.
All right. So you've done some scouting for us.
Yeah. That's it.
So we're at 5 clues of 9 for the first act. Whew, we're crawling here. All right. You're done, and
we're cruising.
Why aren't these going back?
Because your mat is all messed up. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't clip that either. Don't worry. Just like let it highlight over it where you think it is.
Just put it back in the box up here, Johnny. And I would use another.
So
chaos
is it worth saving this and just no? I'm not saying reload it now, but like we want to reload it later because Like the map
Actually,
situation is kind of.
I don't know how to save offhand.
It auto saves, but then I think you can just do menu. Oh wait, no.
No,
Ooh.
and it takes you out, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That was like objects or something. Anyways, whose turn is it? Mine?
Yes.
All right. Well, Caroline is ready to move, so she's going to take an action to move into good old backstage. Another action to move back to the theater. That's 2. And third action to join the lobby. And that's all she did.
All right. Action.
Done. Yep,
Cool.
she's done.
Let's see. Great. So that's the end of turns. We go into the enemy phase. Nothing happens, right? Nobody has any enemies. Johnny gets rid of his dissonant voices.
Yep.
Whoa. Did you just put a chaos token in the trash bag?
Yeah, I'm just going to use a different chaos token. I'm going to use the other chaos token.
Yeah, but except now you removed a 0 from the chaos bag, which is bad.
From my chaos bag, though, right?
No, it is. It
No,
is
it's the same. It's communal.
A communal. Put it up here in this, Johnny.
So is it still? Oh, okay. So now I can just use my chaos bag then,
Sure.
right?
I don't know. Why couldn't you before?
It's working now. Yeah. Well, the
Okay.
0 was just staying on my mat.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we're good. Okay.
There should be a total of 2 zeros in this scenario.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks right to me.
All right.
I can actually check because I have the campaign guide in front of me.
So we should be all set then. So now we draw a card and a resource.
Wait a second. Chaos bag search. We have a -2/-2. Yeah, okay. 2 -2s. 3 -1s. 1, 2, 3. 2 zeros. 1 + 1. 3 skulls. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So do we draw a card and a resource now?
Yes, upkeep phase. Nobody has a monster, right? Or an enemy? No. Yeah, so we're on the upkeep phase. And we draw a card resource. Check hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For me. Okay. And then we go to the top of the round. We go back to the Mythos phase. We get our 5th of 6 Doom. And then we draw again counter cards, starting with you, Johnny.
All right. Also not a hidden card. So,
all right, so it's a 5 willpower.
So test 5 willpower. Oof, that's going to be bad. Nobody can help me either.
Yeah, because you're alone.
So I'm guaranteed to fail, I guess.
Yeah, you're probably going to be discarding 2 random cards.
So maybe I should spend 1 then. Let's see.
Well, you're 4. If you put 1 in, you might succeed and then not discard, but otherwise you'll discard 2 more. So it's
all right. I'm just gonna.
Oh, good.
All right, so I discard 2 random from my hand.
Yeah, you can put them whatever. You can roll a die. You can put them in a thing and shuffle them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna draw.
Wiggle your mouse around and open your eyes.
I'm just gonna deal. Oh, it doesn't let me deal. I'm just gonna hit shuffle. I'm gonna hit shuffle and take the 2 that end up on the left.
Let me put a dice. I'll put a dice on the board.
Well, I can just shuffle and then take the 2 on the left. No, that doesn't actually do it.
Here, roll that.
Roll what?
This dice that I put between the 2 of us.
Oh, okay. It was not on my screen. So, okay, so 6. So look what I found gets discarded. I don't like your dice.
Not my dice.
1. Another look what I found. You're the worst.
If you hit R, it kind of flings it in the air.
That's what I did.
Oh, I didn't see the fling. Oh, no, you were hitting Q and E, I think, just to like rotate it.
No, I'm.
Yeah, that's hit R.
Oh,
There you go.
got it.
This is just rotate. Okay. Your encounter card's done. Mine is.
Oh, so then those.
It wasn't random
because it wasn't actually random. So let's do
Sure.
this again. So R. So 2 and 1. Okay,
We got
now
lucky again. I drew a fanatic, and it is going to go in the same location as the other one. Adam. Dearest Adam, are you there?
He must have walked away.
He's like, fuck this. Quit. Adam's ping is normal.
He's muted. Maybe he doesn't realize he's muted.
Adam, you're muted. His hand is not moving though.
Oh, and he'd still hear us. So
Yes.
yeah, I think he left.
He just quit. He decided he didn't like this game. Who's in chat? We got 5 viewers now. Hey, everybody. What's your name? Tell us a story about yourself. Do you play Arkham? Are you here from the Mythos Busters Discord or from Twitter? Do you know about Board Game Informant?
Oh,
What's
your
favorite color?
I had the webcam up this whole time.
Oh, so we were seeing your face?
It wasn't on me, so I don't think anybody saw me picking my nose or anything. But
Adam said he's running to the restroom in our Discord.
Where was that? Oh, people
in our Discord.
People probably did see me on camera earlier.
Were you picking your nose?
I wasn't. No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. But I was standing, I think, where the camera is pointing. Marlena and I were standing over there when she got home.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Did you guys
we hugged.
Get frisky? Hey. Played Arkham with y'all at turn 4. Oh, it's Tim.
Oh,
hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim. I remember that game.
That was a good time.
He played a, I don't know if it was Ashcan, but he played a Survivor deck and
yes.
doing all sorts of like running with like sneakers and stuff. I don't remember the cards, but he had these cards that kept chaining together. It was cool.
Track shoes, I assume.
Shoes, yeah. What did I say?
Tim, yeah, what investigator did you play there? I don't remember. Wendy? I don't remember. I remember you playing an investigator, and Johnny and I had like the most broken pair of investigators out there. We played. I played Rex, like untabooed Rex with higher education. They've since basically said like this is too strong. It's no fun. Higher education and pre-taboo or pre-mutation. What's his face? Milan.
I was playing Zoe.
Oh, he played Rita. Okay, that makes more sense. Rita and track shoes. Yeah, and you played Zoe. So like the Rex Zoe combo is very, very strong. And Rita is cool. She runs around and
drawing thin was the thing he was using a lot.
Yeah, right. Drawing thin is like, yeah, when you fail, tap it and get some stuff out of losing. Oh man, that is. Oh, Adam's back.
Sorry, guys. You guys are doing a lot of stuff, so there's nothing I could do. So I stepped away to go use the bathroom.
All right, draw your encounter card.
Of course. I got wifed, so that was.
Oh, wifed.
Yeah. Things are still crazy at the house. To be perfectly honest. All right. So let's see. Flip. Another rotting remain.
Cool.
So, test 3. Willpower. I have nothing I want to add, which kind of not great.
And we can't help you because we're not at the same location.
Yeah. Let me think about this.
Hey, Tim, you might be. I don't know if you're a veteran of Tabletop Simulator. For some reason, at some point throughout the scenario, my ability to hover over a deck and like click, type 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw those cards has stopped working. I can't like right click and say draw a card either. Do you have any idea why? Sorry, Adam, go ahead.
I'm just reading. I have like a lot of new cards here. I don't know. Okay, so let me double check this. No, okay. So I'm gonna actually just take the initiative.
Yeah.
And commit this to this. I went to the wrong spot.
It just goes in your discard.
Yep. And
so
that gives me +3.
So you're 6 on 3.
Yep. So let's see if we can find a hidden spot from the thing.
Thanks, Tim. So that is a -3 for you. So you're fine.
Yep.
Cool. So if you could discard that, yeah. So I can't get rid of your encounter cards, guys, because your mats are gone because of whatever I did in Tabletop Simulator, trying to move that connection counter. So you guys have to make sure you put your encounter draws, your chaos draws back so that I have a full bag that I'm pulling from. Or that we all have that. Great. So we're done with encounter cards. We're done with the Mythos phase. On to investigation. Tim, not sure what you mean by maybe people need to be promoted. So who's doing a thing?
Sorry, I'm doing a thing. I was doing it all on mute though. So I moved to the lobby, and then I'm using Duke to move up to this location here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna flip it. And
there's a close.
Sweet. So it's got 3 clues on it. And investigate, you get +3 for this investigation. After the skill test ends, discard each card in your hand. Wow.
Ooh. So you don't need to use that investigate action, though.
I'm definitely not using it now because I'm using Duke right now. So he's a 4, 5, 6, and do I want to commit anything else?
Ooh, it's a Shroud 5. Woof.
So yeah, he's a 6 right now. I don't have. I could play a Look What I Found to make it a +2. Well, actually, no, because if I fail,
or you fail, and
then I just discover 2. So all right, so
yeah.
we'll go. So I'm 6 to 5. So we'll just
6 on 5.
Hope I fail by 2 or less.
Yeah, what'd you get? Oh,
Mythos, nice. So
and you ready him.
All right, so I ready Duke. I succeeded, so I'm gonna get a clue.
So I'll take one off of this and I'll put it in the trash. Action 2.
So I could use Duke and not move, right?
Yep. Yeah, it says you may. You may move. You don't need to.
Okay, so we'll use Duke again, and we'll investigate. And we'll put this back. And it's a 6 to 5 again. -1. Damn it. So that was my second action. No, that was my third action, actually.
I have promoted both of you guys. Oh, you can change colors.
All right, so that was it for me. I moved and I duked twice. So how many clues do we have collectively? Because now I have 3 and Adam's got 4. So we have enough to advance this. Oh, no, we need 9, right? Eric, do you have any?
2 more.
Eric's got none.
No.
All right,
I'm going to get these 2.
If we get 2 clues, then we will be able to.
All right, so I can get to here. And then, let me think about this. So if I get my mouse back. if I can get Carolyn
I shouldn't be
over to the
messing.
green room, and then I shouldn't do investigate. I think. Do I carry my cards? Do I carry my cards? I don't know. So the playmat not being visible actually messing up right now. So I have a asset, but it doesn't have like a symbol at the bottom right. Where does that go? Is it just in the open area?
It's just the open area on the left of your mat.
Okay. Okay. So I could do that. And you just pay the cost for it, right?
What are you trying to do?
Yep, just pay the cost. Yep, action, pay a cost. He's playing an asset that doesn't have like an arcane slot or an accessory slot symbol in it.
You can have
so like painkillers.
I'm just deciding if I want to play this because all right, I think that's something to do. Carolyn's gonna move to here. That's one action. So let's flip one of these. Blink. Wait, I thought there were 2 clues on this spot.
No, because I got 2 clues from it, so there's only 1 left. That's why I'm wondering how we're gonna get 2 clues.
Oh,
I think you may actually don't move there. Move to the balcony.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I thought there were 2 there a second ago. So, all right, so I'll go here. We flip that.
Sweet. So that does have investigators. That's
Takes damage. Okay, so I take 2 damage.
No. That's if you move from the balcony to the theater, you take 2 damage.
Oh, because you're jumping down.
Yeah. So you're good.
Yeah.
You're good right now.
But there's no clues
here,
huh?
Clues.
Oh, there are 3 clues.
There's
3.
clues.
Oh, 3 clues. Look at that. How do you does it autofill? How do you know that?
Well, it says on the right side of the card. See that 1 and then the
one per investigator. Okay.
Yeah, it's 1 per investigator.
Yep. All right. So then I guess that's my first action.
I'm gonna pick up my whole play area and move it because I accidentally.
Oh God!
Don't do that.
No, it's happening.
You're making it worse. What's going on?
Now I'm gonna have to redo.
Yes,
my
I know.
Eric's like so
I know you have to do
lost
that.
the playmat.
No, it's not because of that.
Gonna get us all playmats.
It has nothing to do with the playmat. I was trying to fix stuff by recommendation of one of the viewers. Said that I should try promoting people, and then I accidentally clicked on change color, which made me red, which made me not be able to see my cards. So I am moving.
All right, so we need what? We're at 7. Is that correct?
Oh, and I can draw cards now, though.
7.
Hey, I can draw cards.
All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here's our chance. On the balcony, Carolyn is going to try and investigate. She's sitting at a 4, 5. Wait, yeah, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Right? That's sitting at 7. Let's see if I can add anything to this.
And what are you up against? You're up against a 2. I think you're probably okay.
2, is it? 2
Yeah.
or is it 2? Okay, good. All right, here we go. If I can find a click spot. There it is. 2. Cool. So good. We succeed. So I'm going to pump my clue.
And you get 2
Turn
clues,
that
right?
bin. No, because I don't have anything that gives me 2 clues right now.
Oh, I thought you had something that did that.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but I don't.
He played a card earlier called Deduction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you
All
have
right,
still
do it
one
again.
action, right? So
Ooh, that's
you
rough.
still succeed though. 3 to 2.
I do. It's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. All right, cool.
So we have enough to
go
advance the
6.
act. Do we want to do that?
Do we have 9?
Action, right? Yeah, we have 9.
Then
Yep.
yeah, we can do that.
All right, so what do we do? Click the awakening thing
Yeah.
over.
So we just grab this, we flip it over, and it says a shadow. So it's Act 1B, his final bow. A shadow creeps along the wall beside you, and your heart leaps into your throat. You turn, a figure flits away just out of sight. Either your mind is playing tricks on you, or someone else is in the theater. You follow the direction of the shadow, rounding a nearby corner. At the far end of the hall, he stands awaiting you, a man in an elegant black suit, his face covered by a pale mask. Though his attire has changed, you instantly recognize him as the actor who played the role of the stranger, one of the characters from The King in Yellow. He turns and disappears through an open doorway, as if taunting you to follow. Choose one of the set-aside locations at random, put that location into play, and spawn the set-aside the man in the pallid mask enemy at that location instead of his normal spawn location. So these are the two set-aside locations. We're gonna... Oh. It spawned clues on it. Gonna get rid of those clues. Flip that back over, delete these clues. Put those in a deck. And do we have any more set-aside locations in here? No, but we do have the man in the pallid mask, so we'll take him out. I'll take him out. There we go. We'll shuffle this up. And... whoops. Damn it. Keep messing up. Delete. Okay. We get a lobby doorway. So I think it is connected to the lobby. Yep. So it's one of these. He spawns there. We grab one of these things. Okay. We have spawned him.
How come you don't have my cool 3D printed connectors?
Yeah, I should import those. Back to the act. Okay. Advance to one of the 3 copies of Act 2A at random, removing the other 2 copies of Act 2A from the game without looking at them. So we have to... let's move this out of the way. Act 2A, we grab this one, and this one. Whoops. Is this Act 2A? Yeah.
So that's
all right. So that's fine. We can just put them back and shuffle them. It is this one. Curtain Call, Act 3A. The stranger must know the way out.
We're supposed to be on 2A.
Yep. There we go. 2A, the stranger. The mysterious stranger from The King in Yellow might know something about what happened during the intermission. You must find him and confront him if you are to discover the truth. Objective: when the man in the pallid mask would be discarded from play, advance. So I'm going to find the other 2As and get rid of them.
And then how would he get discarded? Let's look at his card. So his card says, as an action, investigate. Your location gets +2 shroud for this investigation. If you succeed, instead of discovering clues, defeat the man in the pallid mask. So if we defeat him, then we advance the act.
Yeah, or if we kill him.
Oh, we could just kill him. Okay.
Yeah, he's aloof, so he takes it an action to engage. There we go. Okay.
Okay. So Eric, you still haven't gone, have you?
Is it my turn still? You two both
Adam
went?
and I just went. Yep.
Yeah, we
All right.
both went. Excuse me.
So I am going to... what do I got? 4 resources. I'm going to put down an astral travel, because that seems good as hell right now.
Yeah, it does.
Lets me warp around the map.
Nice.
Is
that a fast card?
Which you just did like on the board with just like flipping where you were sitting.
Yes, I warped. And then I could do that. I could get rid of this. This is super annoying. I'm going to use my second last action. I will put down painkillers like Adam. And then I have a final action, and maybe I'll move with astral travel. Oof. If you reveal a bad stuff, you have to discard an item, ally, or asset. Eesh. Which would be painkillers, probably. I didn't realize that. So yeah, you lose something in the void. That's cool.
So remember what shroud means?
Shroud?
That's what you're testing your skill against, is the shroud value when you investigate.
Yep, it's that black circle number on the locations. All right, so I guess I'd probably want to warp out of here. So I'm going to try and astral travel over to where the man in the pallid mask is. So let's do it. It's a move.
So yeah. we can pretty much kill this guy like if one of us investigates high, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you could go and do an investigate. It's a +2 shroud. So whatever that location is, shroud +2. If you do one investigate, you get to defeat
there now,
them.
So we're gonna find out what it is, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna move there now with astral travel. I'm gonna try.
Oh, it's a try thing.
Yeah, if you reveal a skull, cultist, tablet, whatever, a special token besides the Mythos, then you still get to do it, but you have to discard an item or ally asset you control.
So you're definitely moving there. It's just whether or not you discard an item. Okay.
So I drew a Mythos token which says +1 horror, which doesn't matter. And I move over there and we flip this, and it's a 4 shroud location, 1 clue per investigator. And so it didn't auto-populate for some reason, probably because I already did it at some point. So I'm going to draw 4 clues. Oof. Put it on this location. Okay. That's my turn. I'm done. While you are in the lightning box, increase the resource card cost of each card in your hand by 2, and it's a victory 1 location. So, reminder, if we want that victory point, we have to clear all 4 of these clues off of it.
Okay.
Oh, the green room has 1 clue left, which is a victory point. No. Okay. Victory points are good. We need those. All right, so that's the investigation phase. We go on to the enemy phase. Does anyone have an enemy? No. And none of those are hunters, and this guy is aloof, so he doesn't do anything. So we move on to Upkeep, where we get our card and resource. Okay. And then we go on to the Mythos phase, where we get a Doom, and this advances.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I guess I can just leave it right on top. Abruptly, the malformed body of an unnatural nightmare slams onto the stage, its slithering tendrils reaching into the aisles. It opens its maw and lets out a shrill, piercing song. The melody is uncanny. The notes sear into your mind. Pain pounds in your forehead and blood runs from your ears. Search all set-aside cards and the victory display for the Royal Emissary enemy and spawn it at the theater. So he is living in here. He's really cool looking. And he's bad. So he is a 4/4/2. He preys on the lowest willpower, massive, hunter, and retaliate. So a couple keywords for you guys. Hunter means that he's going to move around and try and find us every turn. Massive means that he is engaged with everyone at his location, and he doesn't move along with you. So if you are at his location, you can leave. He will hit you for 2 damage on the way out, but he will stay in his spot. He's too big to come along with everybody. And when he does an attack, he attacks everyone at his location. Retaliate means that if you try and fight him and you fail, then he will hit you back.
Seems pretty easy to kill that.
Forced at the end of the enemy phase, each investigator at Royal Emissary's location or connecting location takes a horror, which right now is none of us, but he will hunt on his next turn. So
you got to end it.
We take the Doom down to 0. We get rid of that Act card, and then we are on Act 2A or Agenda 2A Encore. The creature's song echoes relentlessly through the halls of the theater. The melody repeats again and again, yet somehow never the same note twice. Forced, after Royal Emissary is added to the victory display, remove all Doom from play and reset the agenda to Agenda 1A. Then place 3 Doom on that agenda. So we can kind of reset the timer by killing him, the Doom timer. So if that thing's counting down to... Johnny took the agenda away. If that thing gets down to like 5 Doom, or up to 5 Doom, if we kill him, this will wipe. We'll go back to the last agenda, but it'll be 3 from midnight, basically. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep. And now we're drawing encounter cards?
Yeah. Starting with you.
All right. I got a swarm of rats.
I've moved my seat. That's easy. Swarm of rats, no problem. I'll go next because just to keep
we know
things...
where you're sitting.
Yeah, and I guess I should draw my little hidden box here.
Which, oddly enough, your playmat is back now. Now that you've left.
Yeah, it fixed everything for me when I did this. So, okay, I got a hidden one, and it's on to you, Adam. God, I hate this stupid whispers in your head cards.
Oof, this is rough. Okay. So, Black Star rises. Stars rise. Test for knowledge. You must either... you must either place 1 doom on the current agenda, 1 horror for each point you failed by.
So is it 1 doom total, or 1 horror for each point, or is it 1 doom or 1 horror for each point?
I gotta read the card. What is it? So it's test 4. If you fail, you must either place a doom or take a horror for each point. So it's 1 doom.
Okay.
Yeah, so you either must do this or that, right? Place 1 doom on the agenda, or take a horror for each point you fail by.
Yeah, it's written a little ambiguously.
Yeah, I got you. No, there's a card that made you like place 3 doom on an agenda would be just...
Yeah, plus I think the ore is pretty explicit. It's like...
Yep, that's how it works.
All right, so you have pass 4 tests, which is pretty easy. 4, 5 with Alex, 6, 7. Here we go. Find where the hidden thing...
I realized that I wasn't paying attention to chat for a while there.
7 minus 3 is 4. I succeed. So we're good.
Hey, thanks, Dick Dickerson, if you catch us later for joining. Astral travel can only go to a revealed location. I fucked it up. Thanks, Tim. Astral travel can't take me here.
Haven't you played this 52 times?
Yeah, I've never played astral travel before. So I will have gone here, and this will not have flipped. We have some hidden information. Oh, well.
It doesn't matter.
Or would that have made sense? I guess I'll... Whatever. This is stuff I know now, but I should have known it. I'm just going to go to where the emissary is.
Why wouldn't you have gone to the closest location to the place you wanted to go?
Because...
Like, I feel like if you knew you couldn't get there, you probably would have gone to the lobby, right?
Whatever. Yeah, it's fine. I'll go here. It's just... I've played this before.
You want to be there to fight him.
Yeah, I want to be there to fight him. I should have realized he was coming down there because I've played it before, but I just forgot where he was coming.
Well, I mean, if you would have gone to the theater, go there. I just figured you would have gone to the closest place to where you were trying to get to. But
you're right. I probably would have gone here. So that's fine. I didn't think about him, so this is where it makes sense. Yep. Thanks, Tim. I should have watched the chat.
So I think that's all of our... What are they called? I'll start the name of it.
Encounter cards, yep.
Right?
Encounter cards are done. On to investigation phase.
So I'm torn. I know there's a clue here, but I'm kind of thinking I should go to the lobby and then use Duke to move to the lobby doorway.
To go do this guy?
Yeah, because I could potentially get clues from the lobby doorway and move in one action, and then have an action left to try the man in the pallid mask thing.
Well, so question: how are you? I think it was like a force rad location. It was like, relatively high. How are you going to do a 4 investigate test or 6? I mean,
I have a card that will add to it.
Okay, you can't do Duke though.
Right, I know.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure you understood that because you're a 2, you're base 2, so that's like a lot. Okay.
Right. So I could get up to
Can you get to 8?
No, not unless
Then I
somebody wants
wouldn't.
to help me. If somebody can get
Okay.
there first, then and wants to help me, then I could get.
So you generally want +2 for like a 80% ish chance of winning. If you can't get there, it's probably not worth it. That's hard to do. That's all. I could go and try and actually, you know what? My term is going to be short. So here, let me do my boring turn.
mean, I'm sitting at 7. That's 4.
Yeah, I feel like Adam is the person to do that test for us.
6,
Okay.
7. And as long as you're there if you can go there and just assist me, and give me +1, like that's kind of a huge deal.
Right. So I have a boring turn, so I'm going to go first. I'm going to do 2 actions to discard a Whispers in my head, which was stopping me from playing events, annoyingly. And I'm going to try and discard that because the button is just out of reach. Yeah, it gets covered up. So that's 2 actions. And then last action, I think I'm going to run away from this Royal Emissary. And that's it.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So I know that only your other investigators in the same room with you can only add 1 card skill check. How many cards can I add when it's my turn?
As many as you want.
Okay. So, Johnny, how do you want to do this? Because I think I can probably kill this guy. I mean, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty. I mean,
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah,
kill him
random
instead
tokens
of
just
No, he means investigate.
So I can
investigate.
Go there. I can
Investigate.
go there first and just try to pick up some clues. And if I don't end up using my look what I found, then I can help you. So why don't I go first to try to do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like because I just make sure I understand this because he's at a 5, right?
He is. It's a shroud of 4, so it'll be a 6.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Yeah,
I think Johnny's got it.
All right, so I'm gonna move here, and then
Duke.
Yep. So then I'm gonna exhaust Duke. Oh, did you just do that for me, or did I not?
No, I did not.
Him?
I didn't. You just forgot to ready him.
Okay. So then I'll move here, and I will investigate. And I'm at a 6.
Are you using the investigate on him?
No, he's using Duke's investigate to move and investigate in 1 action.
So 6 to 4. I'm not gonna add anything to it. Actually, I will add a. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna add anything to it. Let's see what happens. -3.
-3. Fail.
So I will use look what I found for 2 resources.
Yep.
Oh, actually, is it more because of where I am?
Yes, +2.
No, by 2 or less. You're good.
Yeah, no, the lighting box increases the resource cost of each card by 2.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll spend 2 more resources, but I will get two clues.
Yeah, that's why it's like you got to go all in.
Yeah, so just mark them up in your thing, Johnny.
Yep, I did.
Okay.
And that was my second action, so I can do a third action. So I could investigate. I'd be at a base of 4. Oh, I also get to draw a card because of Rabbit's Foot. I think I've probably missed that a bunch of times. So I am going to go ahead and just try it. So Oh, you know what? I have a swarm of rats on me. So I probably needed to fight them first.
Oof.
Yeah, did you have an action first?
I have 1 action.
Yeah,
So
when you moved to it.
So I could have fought them first.
With who? Duke?
Yeah, no,
rats are 1. So 2 on 1 if you have any kind of pump or not.
Yeah, I do. So I'll just have done that. I'll get rid of the knife.
There you go. So you're 3 on 1. So there you go. You get to ready Duke. He would have been ready.
Right. So he's still down.
So you just discard your rat.
So he's done, and my turn is done.
So I think that I'm going to have done this
All right.
because I forgot on my turn real quick. I'm going to use one of the charges on painkillers, which is a fast action. I can exhaust it, take a horror, and heal 1 damage. I don't have a damage to heal, but I'm going to take a horror. And if I can take a horror, click, and then I'm going to deal a damage onto the Man in the Pallid Mask. Just in case you guys don't successfully do this, then I get a free damage that way.
Okay.
Whoa, what was that?
That was the same noise as before. That we don't know who did it, but it wasn't.
It was Adam.
What happened?
You're making loud noises. What is that? Stop.
Yeah. Are you like breathing
I'm not moving.
into?
I'm literally.
Are you breathing into your mic heavily?
No, because I'm sitting. I don't have my mic is like a distant thing.
Okay, go ahead.
So it'd be pretty crazy for that.
Like it sounded like wind, basically.
Yeah, I agree, Tim.
I didn't move.
Tim says that I think playing a game without mistakes is pretty much impossible, even after 3 years that he's been playing. Every single game I play, I make some kind of mistake. I realize later.
Don't make Eric feel better.
It's really hard to play this game without making a mistake. Like you just forgot your rats, it's so easy.
Well, I mean, Johnny doesn't want to lose, so he likes to cheat. That's how.
Hey, I noticed that the rats were there. Nobody else told me.
Yes, but you forgot and you made a mistake, and then you retconned.
I was responding to Adam.
Yeah.
So the mistake.
No, it's true. I agree. I feel like you have to just accept. That's why I get so upset when Anna, my wife, people who don't know, she's like, "You didn't tell me that rule." I'm like, "I forgot it." It's I made the mistake. All right, so it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
All right, so where is Carol?
You're up here.
I have to move 1. Oh,
so
she
1, 2.
Jump her. Oh my goodness.
You'll have one
All
shot
right.
at the Man in the Pallid Mask.
1, 2. That's 2. All right. You got me. Get me covered.
Or a cat on a
Okay.
So
make sure I do this right. So I would like to do the investigate action. So if I want to do that, right, I can commit cards from my hand, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's
but when I do so in the lighting box, it's going to cost me 2 per. Is that correct?
Not to commit a card, no.
Okay. So that's nice. And so what's the order? I mean, this is more of me what's the order of operations? Do I declare all my stuff and then you guys get to decide if you want to add in, or we have a conversation and you add in first and then I add in?
You can go and then we can decide.
Yeah, we just decide collectively.
You go
what we want to do.
You can go and then you can ask around the table. It's cooperative. The only thing that you're not really supposed to do in this game as far as table talk is specifically let people know what you're holding in your hand. Like I have 2 of this copy of the card or whatever. You can say I can give you 3 pips.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and test. I'm gonna add in this.
You were holding that the whole time?
I've been wanting to play it. Yes, I understand it's a good card, but I've been wanting to play, but there's been no way to. So anyways, I play that. I'm gonna play this as well. So that's gonna boost me 3 more on this?
Yep. Right. So you're at 10.
So I'm now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And I just gave you
and
one
then
with rabbits.
If you guys want to add, all right, so that's an 11.
11 on 6. Hold on a second before you do that, Johnny. Actually, before you commit hypnotic therapy, so it's a 6, right? And the token bag can take us down to -4 at its worst. So 10 is as high as you need to go. You don't need to pump to 11.
Well, this is so that's why I was asking. What's the order? Therapy, and then John.
Again, order of operations isn't a thing, but
okay.
Yeah. I guess technically once you commit, then Johnny just wouldn't commit his lucky, but if he
Eric,
or his.
Do you have one that you can commit to get?
I'm not committing anything.
That puts me at 8,
No,
and then we at
puts
9.
puts you at 9. So
Yeah.
a -4 is the only thing that will fail.
Right, and there's one of those in the bag.
And the auto fail.
That's true. 2 tokens. Go ahead.
All right, we're going. Good.
Yay.
Nice.
He is defeated. So,
Dunzo.
When he would be discarded from play, we advance. So let's flip it at. So it's Act 2B, The Shores of Hali. As you face off with the stranger, you get the sense that he is grinning behind his pale, faceless mask. Where is everyone, you ask, but he does not respond. What's going on? He remains silent and steps back as you approach, until his back is against the corner of the room. You spin in shock as the windows shatter and a deluge of cold salt water floods the room. You turn back to the stranger, but he is gone. Instead of discarding the man in the pallid mask, move him to the lobby. Add 2 Elder Thing tokens to the chaos bag. Oh, God. Where do we get the...
Have you played this before?
Yeah, well, I don't know if you noticed that this is a random Act 2B.
Oh, okay.
This is different than the one that I had.
That's good. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, it has replayability. Let me find... In one of these things, there's chaos tokens. One of these objects over here. Campaign guides, player cards, archives. Anybody? Tim, do you know where I find extra chaos tokens?
We have to place a lot of horror on these locations.
No, don't see it there. Where do you get a chaos token? Chaos token of reserve. There we go. I found it. So we're going to take an elder thing. No, an elder thing. There we go. Token out of the bag. And we are going to copy it and put 2 of those into the bag. Arguments over how much retcon are an important part of the game. Nice. So worth noting right now that the Elder Thing effect is -4. If your location has at least 1 horror on it, take 1 horror from the token pool. If your location has no horror on it, place 1 horror on it instead. Yep. So continuing this act here, by the way. Do we move the man in the pallid mask? Nope. He moves to the lobby.
I did do the next thing, though, which was place 1 horror on each private location. Until the end of the scenario, horror on locations represents flooding water, and each location with horror gains forced. When you would leave this location, test 2 agility. If you fail, take 1 damage and cancel the effects of the move. Limit once per round. Keep this card next to the act deck as a reminder, and advance to Act 3A.
Where are you reading this? Oh, down there. Okay, yeah. Yep.
So I've already put all the horror on the cards that require it.
Right. So, yeah, test 2 agility whenever you leave one with a horror. Each private location.
Yep. So basically everything except for the...
You put damage, not horror.
Oh, whoops.
Okay.
You're right. I did.
Whatever.
We'll use damage instead of horror to represent.
That's fine. Private, not private. Oh, right. Actually, I'm going to switch them just because the enemies have damage that never take horror, so it's just easier for me to visually see it. Is it one here?
No. Yeah, one there. Yep.
Okay. Cool. So there's all that. And then we get Act 3A, Curtain Call. The stranger must know the way out. You have to follow him. While the man in the pallid mask is not in play, the lobby gains action resign. So while he's not in play, so we need to get rid of him to resign. Forced at the end of the round, place 1 horror on each location with no horror that is connected to a location with horror. So the water is going to flood around the place. Each undefeated investigator has if they have resigned advance. So we need to get to the lobby and resign.
But we have to kill the man of the pallid mask first.
Yes.
So that's the real reason you attacked him.
I didn't remember that. No. I was purely doing it as a backup, but you can also investigate him again. So either option works.
Oh, okay.
All right. So whose turn was it when that happened? Adam's.
My
It was
turn, yeah.
move, investigate. So you're done. Right.
Yep.
And whenever we leave a location, it gets a thing. Yeah, when you would leave, test 2, and if you fail, take 1 damage and cancel the effects of the move. Limit once per round.
So now we put a doom on the agenda?
Yeah, we go to the top. No, sorry. That was the investigative phase. Then there's the enemy phase, where the royal emissary will hunt. So he hunts first. He comes here. And then at the end of the enemy phase, each investigator at royal emissary's location or a connecting location takes a horror. So we all take a horror.
Draw a card first before that?
No, that's an upkeep.
Happens after? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. So if you hover over this thing here, it says like 3 of 4, 4 of 4. Upkeep is 4 of 4. Enemy is 3 of 4. Down by the token bank here.
Okay.
I've been doing this touching 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got it.
So the enemy phase is 3. So he comes here, and then we all take a horror because of his forced effect.
Okay.
So I'm up to 4 out of 8 horror.
That was the first horror or damage that I've taken this game.
Nice. Good for you. Did you put it on a dog or something?
No, I've just never been hit by anything.
I'm saying that you don't need to take it personally. You could put it on Duke or, just Duke.
Sure, I guess I'll put it on Duke, so why not?
Unless it says direct. And Adam, you could put it on Alex Luxley if you want.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I think she's fine. I'm at 9.
Okay. Cool. So you move, and we're done with the enemy phase, and we move on to the upkeep phase. So we get a card and resource. Okay. And then top of the round, we go do a doom, and then encounter card starting with you, Johnny.
All right. It is Frozen in Fear.
Frozen in Fear. Okay.
The first time you perform one of the following actions, move, fight, or evade each round, it costs 1 additional action. Forced at the end of your turn, test 3 willpower. If you succeed, discard Frozen in Fear. Okay.
I got Spires of Carcosa, which comes over here and attaches to the location that I'm on when my computer wakes up. There we go. So it gets 2 Doom. So I'm going to grab a couple of Doom tokens and place it on there. And this acts as if it was on the agenda when you have Doom on a card. If there's no Doom on the attached location, discard Spires of Carcosa and action investigate. If you succeed, instead of discovering clues here, remove 1 Doom from the attached location. So 2 actions, and if you successfully investigate twice, you can get rid of the Doom. But until then, we're at 3 Doom out of 6. Or we could kill the Royal Emissary and remove all Doom from play. And he is victory 2. Okay, so it's Adam. It's yours.
All right, here we go.
Where is
It's here.
Where's my card?
Frozen in Fear. Put Frozen in Fear in play in your threat area. The first time you perform one of the following
under
actions.
here.
Move,
There.
fight, or evade each round. It costs 1 additional action. At the end of your turn, test 3 willpower if you discard. All right.
Same as
I
Johnny.
am slowed down.
Yep. Okay, so that was the Mythos phase. Onto investigator phase. Investigation phase.
So if I use Duke, does that count as a move, fight, or investigate? Or is that like is exhaust Duke a different type of action?
It says bold fight, bold investigate. So I'm pretty sure it's one of those.
Okay. So I can go first and just, I mean, it'll take me 2 actions, but I can, since I have Duke, I can, oh no, he doesn't move for free when I fight. But either way, my plan was to go over to the Royal Emissary and fight him.
Yeah, if you fight him and I fight him, we're good. We'll kick his butt.
I'll go over there with Duke. It'll take 2 actions to do that. Or sorry, with Ashcan, and then I'll fight with Duke, which will take my 3rd action.
Sorry, it's 1 to move.
It's 2 to move because I have Frozen in Fear.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll use Duke as my 3rd action, and he will fight with a base skill of 4. And actually, I don't have any pumps, so I don't know would you be able to help me if you went first?
Nope.
No? What's the value? So it's a 4 against 4. It's not very good.
I'll probably only do 2 damage to that thing.
So, Adam, same question. Are you planning on going over there, and would you be able to help me fight better?
Also,
I really can't do any fighting.
Johnny, when you leave the location, you have to test agility.
Oh.
Because of the flooded waters thing. It's a test 2.
And I've got 3.
So
I'll test it with manual dexterity, so 5 to 2.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Okay, I auto-failed anyways. What were you going to say?
Before you went through all that, are you sure you still wanted to go there now that you realize that you're testing 4-on-4?
Well, what else am I going to do? I don't know. What do you
suggest?
I don't know.
Testing 4-on-4 is not great. It's possible to win, but he has retaliate. So if you fail, he's going to fight back for 2 damage.
Oh, crap.
So maybe reconsider that turn.
Okay, so what is this? So what's the Spires of Carcosa?
So if you investigate there using that action, so not Duke, if you succeed, you remove a doom from it.
Oh, it has to be not Duke, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right. I guess I'll just stay here.
Or if you can get the clues off of that for a victory point.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll get the clues. I'll try to get the clues off of there for the point with Duke. So that's still 2 actions. All right. And it's 4, 5, 6 to, what is it? 6 to 4?
Yes.
And I'll add scrying, I guess.
Okay.
So 7 to 4.
That's a -1 for you. So you get a clue.
Yep.
I'll take 1 off of there.
So I have 3 clues. Yep, 3 clues. And I guess as my next action, I'll just draw a card because I don't really have anything.
It doesn't matter. You guys should have 0 clues. You forgot to spend them down when we did the 9 advance. You actually have to spend them. So now you have 1 clue.
I didn't do that?
Neither of you did. Or maybe you did. Adam didn't. He has 6.
I'm actually not sure if I did.
I don't think that you did. So now you have 1. Doesn't matter. We don't need the clues for anything in this scenario at this point anyway.
Oh. Then why did you suggest I go for clues? All right, I'm going to play Peter Sylvester.
Because of the victory point.
Okay.
we're just trying to get that victory point so that we can make stronger decks next time.
I am done.
Okay. Looks like I won't kill it. But no, I can kill it next turn. It's not so bad. All right, so I'll go first here. Actually, Adam, do you have any way of healing horror?
I do.
I'd love that.
All right, so I think I can pull it off though. Give me a second. So if I do that first. Sucks that like. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, I have no clues left. I can't until I get a clue. I need a clue.
Well, you can get a clue. There's one there.
Oh wait. Oh,
and it's a victory point blocker.
All right, here we go. I think this works. Wait, only if you have at least one clue. Choose. I guess we're gonna get location. Okay. All right, what's the test here? 4. I'm at a 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we'll see what happens. So I'll investigate. All right, 7 minus 1 is 6. I succeed. I gain a clue and discard that. So 1. First action. Then we're going to do. I have at least one clue, so then I'm going to play this event, logical reasoning. Cost me 2. I don't know if that's
discard
here. Yep. Trying. So that cost me 2. And choose an investigator at your location. I'll choose you.
Yay.
Then investigator either heals 2 horror or discards a terror. You can heal 2 horror.
Ooh. You can discard a terror, huh?
Hold on a second. I would have done this first. I forgot to. Hold on a second. Hold on. How much horror do you have in you?
I had 4. Now I'm down to 2.
All right. So hold on a second. So I'd have played this first. It cost me 2 first. It goes here, I think. Right.
Ooh, heals an additional horror. And also, your card. After
I know. Yeah. Keep going.
After one of your card effect heals a horror from an investigator or ally asset, the healed card's controller gains 1 resource. So I gain a resource and 3 horror.
Yep. And then I exhaust. So I exhaust Hypnotic Therapy because the effect heals 1 additional horror. So you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You should have 4 you've healed, right?
I had 4. I went to it heals an additional, so it's 2 plus 1.
Oh, right.
And then I get a resource.
3, and then a resource. Yep.
Pretty sweet. Thanks. Now I'm all geared up.
Okay.
So I will kill him by the end of the Mythos phase, which is pretty cool. So you're done. I move 1.
Mm-hmm.
I attack. Well, so I'll do painkillers. Whoops. Grab a painkiller, throw it in the trash. I take a horror. Whoops. And I use her reaction to place damage on him. Pinging him for down to 2. Not the man, the emissary. Sorry, so he's got 3. And then I attack. He is a 4, right? 4, 4, 2. He's massive. So I'm going to attack with Wither. That, because you healed my horror, is a -1. So I was a 6, 5, 6. So I'm successful. And because it's a skull, he goes down to a 3 fight. And then last action, I'll do it again. And draw a 0. So I put another damage on him. So he's at 3 damage. Cool. 3 damage. So he will, after this round, be dead. So that's the investigation phase, right? We all went?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to go to the enemy phase where he would hunt, but he has found me. So he's going to stay right here. He's going to do 2 damage. And he is going to give us all a horror. And that's the only enemy. You guys, Johnny, you forgot to do your Frozen in Fear test. And so did you, Adam.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
And neither of you did one of those. So,
Move Fighter, Advantage, I did none of those, yeah.
So Johnny does it first.
Test. Okay, so, yeah, he can do his first. I mean, it doesn't, yeah, he should do his first.
So I have 4, and I'll play Peter Sylvester out of my hand to make it 5. Why isn't this letting me?
Adam, so note that the whispers in your head cards that we've been drawing are terrors, so that logical reasoning. So you keep it, Johnny.
Yep.
Frozen in Fear is also a terror.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Adam's test.
All right, so you put yours back in the bag, Johnny?
Yep.
-2, that's not good. So then I'm just going to play Deny Existence.
No.
No? No.
Yeah, so Deny Existence lets you stop a card from you moved it.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah.
So it lets you stop
I thought I could play it.
Stop a card from making you discard cards, lose resources, lose actions, or take damage or take horror. This, you were just trying to get rid of the card.
I see what you're saying. Fair enough.
So like when that guy
fail.
gave you the horror, you could deny existence that for fast.
So there's no other negative effect from this, just means I still am Frozen in Fear.
Right. Next turn, if you wanted to move without losing an action, you could deny Frozen in Fear's action loss. But that's how that works. Cool. Good.
Cool.
I'm going to move on to the upkeep phase. We get our card and resource and check your hand size. Also, keep in mind you can't voluntarily discard a treachery or a weakness. Okay, I'm going to discard this.
So the Royal Emissary needs what, one more for that?
Oh, I don't need to discard that.
No.
Okay. And everyone did that. We'll go back to the top of the round. We get a Doom. That is Doom 2, 3, 4 because of the 2 on the Spires of Carcosa. 4 of 6. But when we kill the Royal Emissary, we're going to clear the Spires.
Right.
Which we're drawing cards now.
Yep. Rotting Remains. Test 3. Willpower for each point you fail by. Take a horror. All right. So I'm not adding anything to it. So I'm testing a 4 to 3. I got a -1. So I'm good.
You're good. I will go next. And I'm going to draw an encounter card. And I drew a Spires of Carcosa, but because I'm cool, I'm going to play a Ward of Protection for 1 resource. And I'm going to take a horror. And because we're in a new phase, this Taking of Horror will let me use Agnes's ability, which is a limit once per phase, to put another damage on the emissary and kill his ass. So he did.
Nice.
And when we do that, when he is added to the victory display, which he will be up here in the victory display now as 2 victory points, if we can keep him there, then we remove all Doom from play, including these 2. Right? And we reset it back to Agenda 1A and then place 3 Doom on it. So it was this one? Yeah, Agenda 1A. And we put 3 Doom on it. So we have 3 turns now to get out of here before he comes back. And we advance back to him dropping down again. Okay. So Spires goes away because I canceled it with Word of Protection. And we go into turns. Or no, Adam takes his card.
Has to do one.
Yep. All right. So, clicky clicking the magical spot. All right. I have a hidden.
Okay. And now it's turns. So, investigation phase.
I think I'm going to stay where I... Oh, wait.
We just have to get here and resign, so we just need to get rid of this guy.
Are there no clues left on the lighting box?
Where's the lighting box?
Because it's the victory 1.
We got the last clue.
Okay, so that should actually be in the victory display? Or...
Nope.
Oh, it just stays...
The locations... Yeah, locations just stay on the board, and at the end of the game, you just check everything. Like, are all locations with a victory point clear of clues, or any of them? And at which point you just score that. It doesn't go into the victory display. Because we would just disappear then, right?
So I guess I'll just move over here. It'll take me 2 actions because of the Frozen in Fear.
Yep.
And then I'll use Duke to move again. Oh, I can't. It's not a move and fight. It's just a move and investigate.
Yeah, you can move, investigate.
So I could only move over there and not do anything. But I guess I should be here anyways. Investigating doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's fine. You just move. You do have to actually test, though.
Test what?
The investigation. 4 on 2. 5, 6 on 2.
No, I'm just going to move. I'm not going to use Duke.
Oh, I see. You just moved, and then move again. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, move with Frozen, and then move again. Yep.
And I'm done.
All right. Adam, do you want to try and go and talk with the man?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's I'm looking at here. I mean, I can add I can add 1, 2.
You know what I could have done?
You could go get that clue.
Oops, I could
Stop doing that.
I can't help it.
Do we need
Now
a clue?
the clue's hidden.
Do we need a
underneath
clue?
it.
I'll fix it.
So yeah, I could instead of moving here, I could use Duke and come up here and try to get that clue.
Adam, victory points are very good. It's not essential to get all of them.
So let me do that because I might as well try to get the victory point. So I'll have instead of going because
you didn't do it.
Wait. When you moved, you forgot to test agility.
Oh, okay.
So back here.
So
your first move.
1, 2, 3. I've got 4 agility. What do I have to test against?
2.
Okay. -1. I'm good.
Right. Phew. So now you're going back. Oh, and we forgot also. Yeah. At the end of the round, we forgot to force replicate the Doom, or that thing last round. So it's now moved out there, and I think we've had another turn, so I think it's everywhere.
So do I have to test it again to get up there with Duke?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Okay. So I guess I'll do that. It's that thing.
What'd you get? It's a -4. If it has at least a horror on it, take a horror. Yeah, so you take a horror.
Okay, and I don't get to
And
move.
you fail and cancel the move.
Okay.
And that move, it says if you fail, take limit once per round. So you, if you had another action, could do it without having to test, but everyone else has to still take it.
Okay.
So you got stuck.
Yep.
What is my agility? 3. That's not bad. Did I?
Right.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
can't do
go.
that, huh? All right, I will. I'll wait for Adam to try and see if he can get through this water.
Yeah. So I can get to.
The man.
I think I can. Right. What's this thing that's stopping me?
So the horror on these locations is the water that flooded through the window.
Yep.
Whenever you try and leave a location, you have to test 2 agility, and if you fail, you take a damage. Oh, take a damage, Johnny.
Okay.
And cancel the effects of the move. It's a limit once per round on each location. So if you fail once, you can definitely move out for the second action.
Right. Can you
Oh,
teleport other people with your teleport?
I keep forgetting to draw cards from Rabbit's Foot.
Yeah. It's easy to forget.
So, yeah. Cool. And
So Eric, yeah, can you teleport people?
I can. Can I teleport what? People?
Besides yourself.
No, I can only move me. It doesn't say move any investigator. It just says move.
I've got a question.
So I mean,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, because it has to do with the horror, you just the horror and the damage. So, I put the damage on Duke. I can put the horror on Sylvester and then immediately heal it, right?
Yep. At the end of the round, it heals.
At the end of my turn, right?
Yes. Sorry. End of your turn. Yep.
So I just do it right away. Okay. So.
Yep. Yeah. Pete's nice.
Okay. Cool. So, sorry. I just wanted to make sure I was doing that right, so I wasn't quietly making a mistake.
Nope.
Sorry,
You got it
go
right. Adam,
so before we even consider the fact that I can go there, like that's its own problem. But I'm gonna be so I have to pass a 6 again.
Yeah.
Investigate, right? So I'm 4, 5, 6, 7. I can add a bunch. I can get up to like 10
That's fine.
by getting there. Yeah. So if I get there,
10 is a guaranteed
win, right?
success against everything but the auto fail.
Right. But I have to get there. So to
yeah,
get
you
there,
first have to get
I
there.
basically pass the agility test. Let's go here.
Yep. And you have a
See what
frozen in
happens.
fear.
Yep. And I have a frozen in fear. So that's the end of my turn, right?
Yes, but it's the first time you move, fight, or evade. It'll cost an additional action.
This costs 2. Oh, this could like totally wreck it. So that cost me 2 actions.
Or you could deny it. Deny existence.
How?
Deny existence.
Oh, wait, is this is... What is that?
What is your question? You have a card that you tried to play before called Deny Existence in your hand.
Oh, that can cancel this?
It cancels the
Yeah, okay, then I do that. So that only costs me 1.
Johnny is fading. We need to go fast.
Yeah, okay.
We're near the end, Johnny.
It doesn't get rid of the card, it just stops the action. Or stops the effect of it, right?
It stops the effect. The card is still there. Yeah, so that was just one action if you successfully test here.
Now I test here, and I'm looking for a 2 and a 4.
It's a 2 on 2 right now.
Right,
unless you can pump agility.
I can't.
Okay. That's a -1, so you don't move. It cancels the movement.
Yep.
You take a damage. So I gave you your damage. Right. And now you can move out for free.
for free. But I end up here now.
Yes. And same thing if you want to move out of here, then it costs you another
Yeah.
test for agility.
But
Hypothetically,
I have to spend to move anyways. Right?
what?
Like the action to move there still counts. Like,
It's
still
an action, but it could get canceled, and you could take another damage from the water.
Yeah, I don't care what to do.
So
I'll go here.
test 2 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you fail, so you don't move there.
Nope. Okay. I do that.
So your turn's done. I am going to try and get out of there.
I can help you.
Oh, hold on. I have to take a test. I take my willpower test.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you too, Johnny.
Ooh, I fail.
So you fail. You auto fail. So put that back in the bag for Johnny's test.
Yep, I did.
So I'm at 4, and I'm testing against a 3. So I can't boost it. Can anybody help me?
I can't.
All right,
there you go.
Good.
You get rid of Frozen in Fear. Frozen in Fear sucks. It's a pain in the ass. So you're giving me this, Johnny?
Yeah, I assume you're pointing at the manual dexterity, but I can't actually see it.
Yep, I moved it into your discard.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to try and...
Do I get to draw a card? Or is it only if I use it for myself that works?
If it succeeds, you get to draw. Yeah, if this test is successful, right? So,
okay, cool.
So yeah, I'm a 3, 4, 5 on 2. So I'll just draw a token. I get a -1. It's successful. You draw the card. I move. Adam, did you take a damage for that last water?
Yeah, I did.
You did.
Wait.
You did. It was
I did. Yes. Yeah. No, I did. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So I am going to use the last charge on painkillers. To take a horror. Whoops. Going to 5 out of 8 horror. So I have 3 left. It's going to ping him for a damage. That was fast. So that was first action. This is tough because he's aloof. So I'd have to engage him to fight him first. And then second, attack him. I can do 1 damage.
Which is all he needs to die.
Oh, yes, 3. Yeah, okay. So, right. Engage.
And I can help you.
And then I will attack, he is a 4. I'm a 6. Yeah, I'm a 6.
I'm going to give you a leather coat. I'm not sure how that helps you, but it does.
7. Sure, yeah. You threw it over his head and I tried to punch him. So I'm a 7 on 4. +1. I'm successful. He did. Yeah, we killed him. So he goes into what's on the back of his card? Oops. Yeah, it's like a player card. So I'm gonna put him up here. He's dead. So this now has the action to resign. So I'm gonna go here, and we're all done. And that's the end of the investigation phase. Monster phase happens, but there is no monster on the board. So nothing happens there. Upkeep, we get our card and a resource. Wow. Okay. And then we go back to the top of the round. We get our 4th out of 6 Doom on that thing, and we each draw an encounter card.
All right. I'll draw
Starting with Johnny.
Spirit's Torment. Attached to your location. After you leave the location, either take a horror or lose a damage. Place one of your clues on an attached location. Okay, so that's fine. So that's going to...
Tim left us. See you, Tim.
What did you get?
Minutes ago. My turn. What did you get?
I think so.
I had to lose a clue, put a clue on the location, on the torment. What is it? Spirit's Torment?
Spirit's Torment.
I gotta put a clue on it though. Wherever.
No, that's an action. So revelation it's just attach. And then after you leave it, you have to either take a horror or lose an action.
Okay.
Or you can place a thing. Yeah. So both of you will either need to place a clue on it, which we don't care about. If you have a clue, place it.
Yeah.
You both have clues.
All right.
Yeah, Adam.
All right. Magical clicky space that doesn't exist. Wait, that's weird. Okay, face up. Anyways. All right, so Surge. If you have at least 3 horror on you, lose. I do, so that's no good.
What do you lose?
Where does that go? I lose 1 action.
All right. Can you move that card out of your hidden area?
Yeah, so I just put that right here.
Yeah, it just goes to the discard pile, and it's Surge, so you draw another.
Surge, so it's another one, yeah.
Oh, it shuffled. It auto shuffled the encounter deck for us.
All right, another King's Edict.
We have no cultists, so it gains Surge.
Discards. All right, so draw again. Okay. That's a hidden card.
Hidden? All right. Great. Can you guys get over here and get out?
I can.
I'm trying.
If you can get out of the water, right?
Yeah.
Well, it only takes. I mean, it's only once per turn max, so I'm going to lose 1 action if I can't.
You guys should definitely be able to get out, right?
Yeah, I can definitely get out. So I'm going to just go. I'll use my first action, and I'll test evasion. I've got 4, and I'll add 1 for 5. Sorry, this should be like that. So I'm testing 5 against 2. It's an auto fail, so I lose that action.
Take a damage too.
And the damage. And then I'm going to move.
And resign?
There. And resign for my second and third actions. And I believe I also have to take a...
Oh, you have to put a clue on there. So I'll just decrement you and put a clue on the location.
Well...
It's not a victory point.
I thought I only have to put a clue if I use the action to discard.
No, force after you leave attached location, you must either take 1 horror or lose an action. I'm sorry.
Take a horror.
So I'm
going to take a horror.
Yeah.
So clue doesn't go away.
Sorry.
And then I resign.
Yep, I moved your card.
So where is that attached to? Where are we attached? Where are we trying to leave?
This card, Spirit's Torment, is attached to the location that you're in. Mm-hmm. So if you want to leave, you either have to take a horror or lose an action.
Which, unless you're going to die, take a horror.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where are we trying to get to right now?
Right here, and then you can resign.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I'm going to go there.
You have
so you
to
test
2. So. Yep. Agility.
So actually, if you fail, you won't be able to resign.
He did not fail.
Good.
And then resign. After you take a horror, but yeah.
Yeah. You got me.
Yep. So you're done. And then it's my turn, and I'm going to first play Delve Too Deep. Johnny might remember this one. If I can get it onto the... There we go. So it costs me 1. And in player order, each investigator draws 1 card from the top of the encounter deck. Then add Delve Too Deep to the victory display. So since you guys are both gone, you don't do this. So I'm just going to draw 1. And I get a... Oh, let me think about this, actually, because I have this poltergeist here. This poltergeist is going to deal me 2 horror. That'll take me to 7. And the rotting remains could kill me. I don't think so. I don't think it's fine. So yeah, the poltergeist is going to do an attack of opportunity on me. So I'm going to go to 7 horror out of 8. And then the rotting remains, if I auto fail this, I die. So let's see.
The only one has
it's a +1. I'm good.
Yay.
I'm good with that. And then I resign. and we get an extra victory point because of the delve. And we are done. So let's go. We advance. Act 3A. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. Act 3B. Escaping the theater. The stranger gives you a slight bow as he steps through the lobby's front entrance, opening a glass door that was not there a moment before. A sudden cacophony of noise erupts around you, and you fear that the building has only seconds before it is destroyed. You flee, crashing through the front doors and leaving the ruined theater in your wake. Stop it, Johnny!
Stop what?
You moved the card.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, it moved.
That wasn't me.
Several blocks. You've been the one drawing cards from across the board, so I assumed.
All I'm doing to it right now is alting on it to show.
Several blocks away, you take a moment and rest to think about what you've witnessed. The investigators must decide. Choose one. We have to warn the police about what's going on, and we resolve R1, or the police won't believe us. We have to solve this mystery on your own, R2. What do you guys want to do?
I think we solve it on our own.
Sure.
We solve it on our own. Police.
I don't know. What did
us.
you do? Do the opposite of whatever you did last time.
Nope. I'm not going to tell you. I know too many things. Are we doing R2 or R1?
I say I vote R2, but I'm open to either
I'm
one.
indifferent, so R2's
R2.
Yeah.
You think about the police. You think about going to the police, but considering the horrors in the theater, they're not likely to think that you. They're more likely to think that you're mad to believe your story. A small part of you wonders if this is still some kind of prank, but that can't be the case. It was all too real, too terrifying to forget. Wondering what course of action to take, you find yourself backtracking over your escape route, returning to the theater with cautious steps. The bright glare of headlights drills into your eyes as cars pass on the street, splashing dirty rainwater onto the sidewalk beside you. Soon, the Ward Theater comes into sight, its bright lights dominating the streets of downtown. You expected the theater to be in ruins, but its exterior looks the same as it did when you arrived to see The King in Yellow earlier that night. You walk to the front door of the Ward Theater and tentatively peer through, but it is too dark to see anything inside. Just then a chill brushes the nape of your neck and you feel that you're being watched. You turn and spot a shadow fleeing around the corner. A swarm of roaches skitters across the sidewalk, following in the shadow's wake. Your muscles tense with uncertainty, and you round the corner in pursuit. Standing standing unconcerned on the sidewalk is a familiar-looking man in a featureless, pallid mask. His unwavering gaze bears down upon you. "Who are you?" you call out. The stranger does not respond, and instead turns and disappears into the alleyway behind the theater. You give chase, hoping for answers, but by the time you reach the alleyway, it is empty, save for a notice on the wall near the theater's employee entrance. "Don't be a wet blanket. Come to the King in Yellow cast party, 8 p.m. at the home of Constance Dumaine, 1452 Atlantic Avenue. Formal dress only." You tear the notice from the wall and take it with you, hoping it will lead you to the answers you seek. Do you think that it was wise not to warn anyone? In your campaign log, record that you chose not to go to the police. Mark 1 doubt in your campaign log. In your campaign log, record that the stranger is onto you. Add the man in the pallid mask weakness to the lead investigator's deck. Does not count towards deck size. For the remainder of this campaign, anytime the bearer of the man in the pallid mask leaves the campaign for any reason, choose a new investigator to become the bearer. And add it to that investigator's deck. So you now have a new weakness, which is the man. And when you draw him, he'll spawn.
Okay.
Johnny. In your campaign log, under Chasing the Stranger, place 2 tally marks. For the remainder of the campaign, keeping a running tally of the number of times the man in pallid mask is defeated during a game. Each tally will bring you one step closer to the truth. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display, which for us is 1-2 for the Royal Emissary, 3 for the Delve, 4 for the Lighting Box, and 5 for the Trap Room. So 5 victory points isn't so bad. Would have been great if we got that one off the lobby doorway or the whatever this one is, the green room. We were so close. So 5 victory points. Nice job, gents. And thanks for watching, anybody. There's still someone in the chat.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.